All right. I told y'all every time I go live, if something happens.
We're back.
Wait, what happened?
Well, Jerry done it.
Man.
What happened?
Jerry has done it again.
Yep.
He quit?
Man.
For Dak Prescott, like he's done. Oh, I don't know why people act like he never does it. I can run down a list. He's done it again.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a guy that some people are fans of. What's up, Tori? What's up?
What's up, Tori? What's up, Jay?
We've been talking about this forever. When everybody say Dak never has help, we get to running out people's names.
Preach.
Jerry giving up rounds and just getting people in, whether it's free agency. You can say what you want about him. He had injury, but he was a speedster guy. Brandon Cooks. What's the guy? Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
Mark Cooper.
Dez.
Listen, Dez. Listen, the list goes on
and on.
The list goes on and on. Alexander, Daniel, what's up?
What's happening, guys?
On and on. So we've got George Pickens. People know George Pickens from the famous draft video of him standing from the TV with the on when he got drafted. I think before we even get into it, I don't know what to say no more when it comes to what else you can do for our quarterback.
Yep.
I don't know what else to say anymore. I got Uncensored and I got Ishan with me. We're gonna get into this and we're gonna talk about it. Uncensored, what's your thoughts first on him as a wide receiver? What you think about Pickens?
Man, before all of that, the Cowboys just made the trade that's gonna put them in the Super Bowl.
Come on, man.
We going to the Super Bowl. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
This
We
dude's
told
crazy.
y'all if we get a number 2 wide receiver, that's
This dude is
he got his running backs, he's got his wide receivers. No excuses.
Shit.
All right, now to be real.
Come on, man.
Don't laugh at him.
So
Silly, don't laugh at him, y'all.
So I watch a lot of football, man. I watch George Pickens play for the Steelers.
Right.
George Pickens, when he's focused, he's a problem for the opponent. When he's not focused, he's a problem for your team.
Oh,
Yeah.
And what they got to realize is George Pickens is a number 1 wide receiver talent with a second and third wide receiver mentality and work effort.
okay.
Lazy routes, and he checks himself out of the game a lot of times mentally. As far as the trade goes, I don't like that they traded a 3rd-round pick for a 1-year lease. Outside of that, I mean, he's got, and Corner jumped in just in time. He's got the potential to open up the other side of the field. This is CD Lamb, but Pickens is a 50-50 ball guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Dak Prescott don't like to throw those passes.
That's where I was going to go to.
So, I mean, it all depends on whether this is the second win. It sucks to say that on a rookie contract because he's still on his rookie contract. Is this going to be the second win to motivate Pickens to try to go out there and perform at a high level? Because knowing that this is next year, he's a free agent. But I don't like that we gave up next year's 3rd-round pick, which should be a starter for 4 years, but possibly a 1-year lease, depending on the way this guy comes in, attitude, and how he plays.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to the Super Bowl, man. It's over. You can cancel Christmas.
One thing you're gonna get on this channel, you ain't gonna get the glitz and the glamour. They're not gonna lie to you. So, hey, got my brother in here, man. Got the new setup going right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, how you doing, man?
What's going on, you guys? Man, it feels good to be on this show again.
What's happening with your Corner?
All right.
Chilling like a villain.
Corner, does this move make you feel any different about the season?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. In a positive way.
Okay.
In a positive way. Because I said this on the last show. when you look at a need, right? Last year it was running back. And what did they do? They brought in Zeke, right? And to pair him up with the guy, Rico Dowdle, who really didn't get a lot of opportunities. Tony Pollard had to leave. Zeke had to leave for Rico Dowdle to get those opportunities after being here because he couldn't stay healthy, right? So then what was the greatest idea they had? Oh, we're going to bring Zeke back, and then we're going to say to you guys that he can still be a number one running back in this league. And then you bench him after you realize he can't even run 3 yards. So when you look at that aspect of it, and whenever we talked about this draft, we talked about what? Needing a wide receiver. We needed a number 2 wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then they go through this draft, and they didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
And so now you're like, are they really going to go with Mingo and Brooks and Tolbert and Turpin got this big deal? Are they really going to leave Dak Prescott hanging like this, right? And so it's like, holy crap, this doesn't look good. They didn't go out and get a prototype Ezekiel Elliott wide receiver. I wanted Amari Cooper over Keenan Allen for the simple fact that Dak Prescott has chemistry with the Cooper. Cooper leaving Dallas was a financial reason, not a player, not underperforming reason, right? So I was like, okay, Cooper can come back in here, have chemistry with Dak. I'll be happy with that, right? But that's still settling. That's still like a Zeke-esque type of move. And so the Cowboys did it different to me with getting George Pickens. Citrus said he's a number 1 talent with a number 2, number 3 mindset wide receiver. That's fantastic. We didn't trade for him to be a number 1. So if we can get in here and he can come in and be a complement number 2, it's a new scenery. And then, a lot of it might have to do with Mike Tomlin's ego. Mike Tomlin ain't the perfect coach. Mike Tomlin stood on the field and interrupted a guy trying to make a house call, slowed him down, and the guy was able to get tackled, right? So there's some ego there with Mike Tomlin and George Pickens. They drafted him. This is the team that they drafted, knowing what they had, what George Pickens had going on at Georgia, right? So when you look at all that, I think it was more of an ego thing. Sure, he's late to practice. He was late to a game. That's going to happen. Not every player is going to be, not every student is going to be a straight A student. George Pickens is not a straight A student. But when you look at what Schottenheimer's doing, Schottenheimer moved Dak and Micah's locker together.
Yeah.
Okay? Who do you think George Pickens is going to sit by? He's probably going to be on the other side. So it's going to be Micah, Dak, and Pickens because Dak Prescott is a leader. Dak Prescott could take him under the wing. Something that Pickens hasn't experienced in Pittsburgh because they haven't had a consistent quarterback, and we know what type of quarterback Russell Wilson was.
Right.
Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman talks about it all the time. So we know what Russell Wilson is. We know what Dak is, right? So this move here, it moves the needle because it's better than what we had, and it's better than any wide receiver we have on this team outside of CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, I like that. He's saying since Dak is your favorite guy.
Yeah, sure.
What does this mean anything for you, knowing where Dak is in his career right now, bringing in a guy like Pickens on the other side of Lamb?
I mean, it's a yes and a no for me. I mean, yes in the sense that, like Corner said, we know what Dak is, right? So, look, let's be honest. Before this move, I will say yes from this perspective. Before this move, all of us pretty much said, amongst all of us, that this is basically like CD or bus on offense. All of us said that consistently, repeatedly. Last year we said it. Heading in, this offseason we said it. So, and we know. I mean, look, I'm almost preaching to the choir with what I'm saying, but I mean, he's a regular season quarterback, right? So now with this guy, I think he would change it in a perspective of, I don't think we're going to necessarily go 3-14 or whatever, like any of those kinds of things. And he would make the offense more consistent against the worse teams, if you want to put it that way. No, in a sense that I don't think this is going to change Dak and the overall total. Like, if you're thinking that we're going to make an NFC Championship game because of this move, keep living. It's not that. I don't think is going to happen. So it's a yes and a no for me. So it's a little bit like that. I don't think this is. I don't think this would be any different than now. It's better than where we were last year. I agree that it's since we have a number 2 properly now, I think it's better than where we were last year. But are we gonna like shoot through the roof? Is this Dak's play all of a sudden gonna get more than one MVP vote or something? I don't think that would be the case either. You know what I mean? So I think I'm a little bit like it's the same old with Dak. It's kind of where I am with it. It'll be good regular season. After that, nothing else. That's where I am with it.
1980, what it do, my boy? I dropped the
What's
link.
up, 80?
If you want to join. Pro G, what's up, man?
What's happening, man?
Oh, gee, on mute.
You on mute?
He got his microphone in the trunk.
So, for me, first of all, let me say this. I've been in Houston 4 days now.
H-Town?
These Latino women down here. Lord,
Oh my God!
Hey, you know what Charles Barkley said about Houston women?
what do you say?
Oh my God!
Oh,
They all
he's a
fat
hater,
nothing.
though.
He said they all fat nothing.
Cool cowboy. But
Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Houston, I love it down here. I might move here, but so for me, here's the thing. I'll make mine quick too. I think will this help CeeDee Lamb out as far as eyes on him? Yes, 100%. This will George Pickens along with CeeDee Lamb keeps any defense honest. He's a dog. He might be a bad dog that you need to keep on the leash sometime, but he's a dog. He's a great.
Right.
So it will keep them honest. It's up to Prescott to execute this. It's up to Prescott to make this work. It's up to Schottenheimer to have Dak ready. It's up to that offensive line has to be good. There's a lot of things that go into this. I can't help but agree with Uncensored about it's almost like a 1-year lease. Giving up a third round for a possible 1 year because you won't be able to pay him. Look, man, Michael Parsons you won't be able to pay this guy.
Right. Yeah.
I don't even.
Unless you franchise tag him.
That's a tricky road to go down that one. But
like I said, for me, it's just I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's going to mean overall because I can't trust our quarterback to, like I say, it's almost like everything you need in front of you to build a V12 engine, but you're not a mechanic. Like I got everything in front of you need, but you're not a mechanic. You can't put it together.
right.
That we've been saying we can CD need help. We've been saying who you gonna put over Tolbert, Mingo, so
Right.
Like Corner said, I didn't want Cooper back, but if I had to choose between him and Keenan Allen, it'd probably be him because Dak got camaraderie with him. Dak
Right.
got camaraderie with CeeDee Lamb. We know they're gonna make passes together.
Mhm.
Like I said, from the perspective of keeping them honest, not having so much attention on CeeDee Lamb, yeah, that'll work. This quarterback has to be good.
Yeah.
You got two guys that can go get the ball. They both, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, catch wild balls. They both do. Hey, yo. So that's my thing. It could work. I don't know really because of the limitations of our quarterback. Cool Cowboy, what you think about Pickens and the Cowboys getting him?
Like I said, I was on a G Hampton show, and like I said over there, I was just surprised they did that. Honestly, this came out of nowhere for me. I thought they would just sign Amari Cooper and call it a day. So I am surprised that they were able to get George Pickens. But man, there are some real concerns. I understand what you said, Corner, that Mike Tomlin, he ain't insane or anything. But man, those Steelers fans were ready to boot him out of there, bro. He does not show effort on blocks and shit. Not to mention, like, he was constantly late to practice and games, but the talent is undeniably there. It is undeniably there. So if we can keep him under control, this will be good short term for us. And the reason why I say short term is because you're right. There ain't no way. The only way he's staying around next year is if he goes on the franchise tag. And I don't think he's going to. I think he'll hold out at that point. I think he'll just want to go somewhere else and get paid top dollar. So this just feels like a 1-year rental. And our wide receiver room is definitely better, but he's got to be mature, bro. He's got to not show up to games late, put effort on blocking, and stop being a diva all the time. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, it seems like most of the consensus has been everybody. People I talked to. I talked to my brother earlier. He felt the same way with Pickens' attitude, and not corner, but it seems like a lot of people are just saying, "Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be okay," just because we got him. They want to assume that it's going to work. But he had trouble in Georgia. He had trouble in Pittsburgh. I think he's going to bring his trouble with him. And Dak Prescott doesn't do good with guys like that.
Right.
He just don't. He's not a leader. He just don't. He's not that type of quarterback that can. Like you name a guy that had trouble that Dak didn't calm down. He just can't. He don't even try to. Dak really just go there and mind his business, and he's just not that guy that gonna say, "Hey, you need to." He's just not that type of quarterback. So it worries me some. OG, you there yet? It worries me. It worries me some. Like I say, and for Jerry does this. Jerry, like I say, I went at it with Junkie so much about him saying they never get Prescott help. Man, that's a long list, man.
Yeah.
List of Jerry. How many first round offensive linemen it's been?
Yeah, I don't even know. Exactly.
Please stop. I'm trying to do a show, kid.
3 Tylers.
Come on, man.
3 Tylers. It's just at this point, like I said, you gotta recognize that it's you. 3 Tylers on your front line, all first rounders.
Yeah.
Are we serious? Like, come on now.
No, right.
Running backs. Or did we? Was the last one drafted? Oh, look at that crap again. We got you 2 running backs. That second one really good.
Yeah.
We just went. Don't you start calling? There go OG. We just went and got. I think it's gonna make a difference. Dak's play, but take pressure off. But what does that mean if Dak not execute?
At the end of the day, he's the quarterback.
One with somebody for nothing.
Dacky wacky.
He's gonna be the same,
fellas.
man.
No, Dak will be the same if he has to keep throwing the ball 60 times a game.
Okay.
If you got this O line clicking, you got Jadon Blue, you got Maffa, who Savage was teaching me about the last show. You got Phil Maffa, you got Javonte Williams. If Dak has a balanced attack, that only helps Dak. Period. And I brought up the last show. Schottenheimer's been sitting on this bench for 3 years. He isn't an outside source coming in. So he knows the needs, he knows the wants, and he knows what's going to drive this engine. Because, I mean, this was his job for the last 3 years. His first year, he was a consultant, right? So he was able to move things around and do things. So as much as I'm not a Dak fan, this helps Dak tremendously because we're just looking at the George Pickens deal. We got to look at the O-line. We got to look at the running backs. We got to look at this as a whole. As a whole, this is Dak-friendly, period.
I agree. I do agree that it's going to help Dak. I just want to caution people into thinking that if you think that all of a sudden.
I'm talking about September through December. I'm not talking about January.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying in general. Like I agree with your point, but you got some people acting like we're all of a sudden going to make an NFC Championship game. I'm like, that's not happening.
Right.
We got to get past this tough schedule. Is what we got to do.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
OG, you hear me?
Yeah. What's happening?
Give me your take on George Pickens and how picking him up.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I mean, it might have been a wasted pick, man. I just see, I just see some attitude. When it's going to be some bullshit when, it's going to be some bullshit when they can't get the ball because, like I keep trying to tell you, I went over some film today earlier, and I'll probably post some videos later on. I saw the ass whooping that they took last year against Detroit. They only scored, they kicked a lot of field goals, 1 touchdown, and apparently they are in the they're in the shotgun position fucking 75% of the time. And it's like, okay, 75, 80%, y'all just throwing the ball constantly. So you're going to come out and run the ball, okay? But how is that going to limit your mobility with Dak Prescott? I mean, people always say that, oh, well, Fina JP tripping. They got rid of Trey Lance. You can't run the play action bootleg, that kind of shit. First of all, I'm worried about BB because I went over film today and he was getting his ass whooped, kicked down, and beat down by Detroit DTs. And so how does it make sense to me? You still gonna have I don't know if the offensive line is gonna hold up enough, but if he's gonna sit back there and throw the ball all that time, and then you're gonna try to say let's run the ball, that's the point in time where the problem you can't run the play action bootleg Mississippi toss sweep with Dak Prescott. Point
What the hell
fucking
is a
blank.
Mississippi toss sweep?
That's it. I'm gonna say it all season. When they cannot run these formations, and then Dak can't get his punk ass out there down the line and then throw over the top to fool the defeat. You got. I keep trying to say this all the fucking time. You have to fool the defense. You gonna fake it to the left run, or you gonna fake it to the right run? Are you gonna pull it back, or you gonna throw it over the top? What they had with Trey Lance was beautiful. Now they got to try to do that with Milton. Now they better get Milton ready. Like I was texting some homies earlier. They got to score points. So if TD Lamb and Pickens ain't getting the ball because of pressure and the lack of throwing ability from Dak Prescott, it's going to be attitude over there. It's going to be cussing. It's going to be a bunch of bullshit going on. Watch what I tell you. They try to so now everybody got their videos today. Say, we got our weapon, we got a guy, we gotta help that. Okay, we're gonna see how they work out. When they come back to bite you in your ass, then he ain't got no more excuses no more. Not a fucking thing. He got 4 running backs, 3 probably make the roster. You got a good fullback, and you got like 3 or 4 fucking wide receivers. Then you got 2 tight ends, maybe another guy will make it. Maybe they're going to get the tight end from Auburn. He'll probably come in there. But that's going to watch. And then so now you better get Milton ready because when Dak starts sucking again, they got to bring somebody in to move the offense down the field. And that's going to be the problem. So I don't even know. We will find out more, though, with all the lies and the bullshit.
Okay, what's it called? The play action bootleg Mississippi.
Play action bootleg Mississippi toss sweep. Yes,
I fucking have never heard that before.
That's the shit. That's the shit that Washington run and Philly run. Okay. I mean, what? I mean. So wait, you got rid of Trey Lance and then not even ready, and so now you're going to continue to run the same offense, throwing 75% of the time, running 25% of the time. Oh man. I would know that shit ain't gonna work. So they gotta figure Scotty's in trouble. We'll see how this work out though.
Okay. Corner, let me ask
Trey Lance got rid of Trey.
No bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No, Trey Lance, no. You offer him Kibbles and fucking bitch behind that fuck ass. Wait a minute. How can you set a guy for 2 years and then trade him let him go? And then you bring in Milton. We're gonna see what Milton gonna give you. I mean, like what?
It's about George Pickens. It's about Pickens.
I know. I'm just saying though. You gotta find somebody to get the ball down the field.
I got
weapons.
I got you. I got you. Corner with what everybody's saying about the attitude Pickens and that don't give you any type of concern. Because we don't need leaders in that locker room.
No, that don't give me concern. Well, that's a good point. But DeMarcus Lawrence isn't here anymore.
Yeah.
And Micah said it's my time now. Right? So we're going to see what Micah's about to do now that Tank ain't here. Maybe there was some handicap in leadership because some old vets were here. Right? And so we're going to be able to see that with Parsons on the offensive side of the ball. I think with the pressure off Dak's shoulder, so to speak, with the addition of Pickens, with the offensive line they're trying to build here, and with the running game that I could see us having, I think that might motivate Dak a little more to do a little bit better leading because his play is going to be able to speak for itself, I think. Because it's really bad. This is really a Dak-friendly system here that Schottenheimer's building. It really is. You look at and this kind of helps Mingo too. You know, this kind of helps Tolbert. You know, getting Pickens in here because the pressure's off them. We know they're not a number 2 caliber guy, so they can stay in their lane, do their place, and Tolbert and Brooks and these guys can give me that 1 or 2 plays when we need them, right? Because as a number 2, I need more than 1 or 2 plays. So this kind of helps everybody in a sense. So, and I think he was trying to say toss sweep. I think it's where you toss the ball to the running back tosses it to the wide receiver. It's a whole bunch of end around nonsense that don't work for the Cowboys. And so for him to even want to have that play here blows my mind. But I think the off the field stuff with Pickens, the attitude, I think we need that in Dallas. I think we need a little edginess because it's always the right kind of guys. It's always yes men. It's always this. It's always that. I've been trying to tell somebody, someone needs to get in Dak's face and tell him to ship up when it's time to ship up because there's nobody that's going to do it. I think Pickens is dog enough to do it. I need some edginess. We just can't be following suit, man, where we're just standing in a single file line. Give me someone that's going to step outside the box. And I think Pickens could do that, but play at a high level and stay consistent. Because, I mean, even with his bad reputation, there's a lot of fans on Twitter Pittsburgh fans that want him to stay. And you look, he had 1,100 yards 2 years ago, 900 yards with all this circus quarterback stuff with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. He had 800 his rookie year. Yeah, he only has like 12 touchdowns, but we can fix that. We can fix that. Give me some edginess in Dallas.
Last time we had some edginess and the guy that was willing to, call out somebody was dead. They said he was a counselor. They said he was bad on the side of the field. They said he was bad in the locker room.
Yeah, but that was under Jason Garrett.
I mean, it's still under Jerry Jones, though.
But yeah, but I think a lot of that was on Jason Garrett, the right kind of guys, stuff like that. You look at that Dooley, wide receiver coach, he had it out for Dez. I think they know what they're getting into with Pickens. I mean, Schottenheimer here. And so I like this edginess, and I hope it works. I really hope it works.
So what does it mean when you give up a third round for a guy that's only here for potentially 1 year?
That's my concern about it.
The Rams gave up a lot of draft picks and a lot of 1 year rental stuff, right? We can't say, gosh, dang, it didn't work. So we should just burn everything down. It's not working. We should just give up. I like the fact that they're trying. Cool Cowboy said this took him out of – this was left field for him. This was crazy for him, right? I like that because it shows me that they're doing something different. We don't have a handicapped Zeke here. We got fresh running backs. We got a complimentary number 2. We got tight ends coming back. We threw a lot of targets at O-line, right? Defense, we replaced Tank Lawrence in the sense of pass rush, not so much run blocking. We replaced Zach Martin with Tyler Booker, right? So they're not trying to put these Band-Aids on. They're trying to say, let's get the shit done now. And I think that's what this move is. We can worry about third-round picks later. And PR Cowboy on the last show made a fantastic point. If he gets a number 1 bag, that's a 3rd or 4th round comp pick that we're getting back. So really, you might not even be out of pick if he signs with somebody else and gets a bag. So it has to work. And if it don't work, you can sign him cheap and see what else you can do there. It could be a 2-year deal. So I like that thought process. So we can get a comp pick here in the 3rd or 4th round, depending on how big that bag is. So, it's one of those two things. But I like that they trying something new. Like with Trey Lance. I like that. Why? Because they tried something new. It didn't work out. I'm not bitching and moaning about that 4th round pick anymore. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Mingo. I was a little bit upset about that pick because we didn't try him when we traded for him. He sat on the bench a couple of weeks and he got 1 or 2 catches. Like that, if you're going to go do that type of trade, they have to do something, right? But the Pickens, the 3rd round, the next year, the 2 years, 5th or whatever, I'm fine with that, but it has to work.
Okay, Cowboys champ, what up, brother?
What's happening, man?
What's up,
What's up, guys? Hey, Cowboys corner again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What up,
Champ
Champ?
didn't want to debate me. He went on mute and stayed on mute for about 40 minutes.
Hey, it was something that you said. Wait a minute, hold up. It was something that you said earlier, Cowboys corner, about Cowboys didn't get a running back last year or year before that. Man, they should have been trying to get a running back 2 years ago. Remember when they first got rid of Zeke? That's when they failed to draft a running back then to go with Pollard.
They
I'm
wanted
not
the feel
saying
good
that.
story.
Wait a minute. My thing is with this. My issue's always been with this front office. They do stuff when they are back against the wall instead of just being proactive. And if they see a weakness, go ahead and try to take care of this weakness. And then also you got to put the blame on Will McClay because he is the chief talent scout. Him and Steven. If you see a weakness on his team, go get the players to fill that weakness for to make it a strength. That's my main problem.
What's your thoughts on Pickens?
Man, I hope this work out. I really do because, like I said again, the front office they do stuff at the spur of the moment. I know they're doing this because they know that the fans been griping about not having a number 2 wide receiver. So I still don't. Yeah, my opinion. I still don't like how they traded with a third round pick. But then again, at the same time, they did draft a cornerback who have ACL tear. So I hope this work out.
Yeah, I just don't know the extent of the word "work out" for you. I don't know.
I'm not going that way.
Somebody get background loud.
Yeah, whose background is that?
It might be Champ. Like I say,
Showing
man,
these directions.
I've been having this conversation for years, and I was just about to talk about this, Nate Dogg.
Right. Yeah.
Michael Gallup, Alan Hearns, Randall Cobb, CeeDee Lamb, Cooks. You forgot about Tavon Austin. Like, regardless of what we say about people, Jerry is always doing this for one guy.
Absolutely. I agree.
All the receivers have been through here, man. Cook's first year without 1,000 yards came from being under Prescott. You know, it's just something about, it's not that. What is that noise?
Who the fuck is? Are they in a band or something?
They're in a marching band.
Shit.
So, Champ.
Some trombone action going on in the back.
I don't know what trombone that is.
No, that's not me. I'm mic'd up.
Oh, I don't know.
Old cowboy watching his band from high school take.
I was about to say.
No, bro, that's my brother, bro, in the upper room.
Oh, I get it.
Here, I'll mute up. When I'm not talking, I'll mute up.
I don't know what that is, but yeah,
It's a baritone.
I was baritone. Okay. It's like I said, man. The only thing that really like makes me push back a little is our quarterback.
Absolutely, I agree.
I just don't. For me,
what he is.
Like I said, it takes pressure off Lamb, but man, I just don't know. I would love to see it work. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong and Dak go out there, if them running backs turn out to be what they is, and CD and Pickens go out there, and we could be looking, we could move up to a double-digit win team. I don't know. It could all flip around. That new old line can click. Them new speedster running backs. We got fresh legs now. You CD, who's already top 3 in the NFL to me. Now you add George Pickens, who's probably top 10, top 15. Who can run? Who's a dog? I do agree he don't block, but we ain't got to use him for that. You ain't always got to do that. To be honest with you, I think with getting him and what we drafted, I moved my grade up this offseason to a B now.
That's exactly where I was.
I moved it up to a B because
B is fair.
That was very aggressive. That wasn't selective aggressive. That was aggressive. George Pickens was aggressive.
I agree, definitely.
This ain't like the getting the what's the former Eagles running back with Sanders. This ain't like
Sanders,
that.
yeah, Sanders.
It wasn't like the Mingo move, bro.
Wait, not even close.
Not
No.
even close.
The Mingo move was awful, bro.
Yeah, this was aggressive, and it really took it up to a B for me. And I agree with Corner. Sometimes something like this can motivate somebody. So I hope this put a different fire under Dak. Sometimes things like this can motivate people, you know, because you know, like, oh man, I got this and got that, and now I gotta do this. I can't keep getting all these weapons, and I'm still failing. So I hope Dak Prescott get to work with Pickens and CD at the same time. Like I hope this offseason that's all they do. Like it's I hope it works, man. But like I say, I just have my reservations because the guy's injury prone. We know what his arm strength is. We know what when it comes to he panics in cover two. When the defense shows something, then the ball snap, they do something else. He freezes up. You know, man, it's just a lot that goes into this, man. I really hope. Oh Lord, man, what if we could have had Pickens, Lamb, and that tight end from Penn State,
Tyler Warren.
Lord have mercy.
Man, I wish.
Good conversation going too.
Man, I wish, bro.
We should have had Warren.
crazy.
Man, that would be crazy, man. Shit.
Man, that would be nice, man.
You're forcing Dak to throw 60 times a game. He doesn't do that.
That is true.
Wasn't
That is true.
defense stay honest, anticipating the throw, and you run the ball.
If we had Tyler Warren, we wouldn't have needed a trade for George Pickens. That's how good Tyler Warren is.
Bootleg Mississippi toss sweep.
And the boy can block too.
Yeah, he can block. He can receive. Man, Tyler Warren, he's going to be a good tight end for 10 plus years.
And I can only do
Tyler
6.
Warren can run out of the backfield too.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope it works. But you got two guys that are divas on the outside. They both want the ball.
That is true. That's true.
They both want the ball. And I saw CD excited last night on Twitter. It's all fun now to you running them routes for nothing, you ain't getting no targets. You know, I hope it work out. I hope Ferguson step up this year. I hope that forward guy gets a lot more play.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Fifth. I don't know about that, Fifth. I don't think CD has ever been I want the ball guy.
Oh.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I know Pickens is. Pickens will rather lose catching 10 passes than win catching 2. I know he's like that, but I don't think I've ever seen CD Lamb whining about not getting the ball. He's whined that Dak Prescott can't throw the ball.
He did it in the Baltimore game.
Yep.
He did it in the Baltimore game.
He whined because Dak Prescott don't throw the ball the right way. I've seen that.
No, in the Baltimore game, he was saying, "Get me the fucking ball." That was quote unquote.
You know, after this trade, you already know the Dak runners are still gonna find a stupid ass excuse for this guy, bro. Like,
there's no excuses.
No, I know there's not. I agree with you, but I'm just saying the Dakaronis are gonna find some bullshit excuse.
They always do.
Hello, I'm back. I know OG, but I don't have the premium version no more, so I can only allow 6 on at a time. Nate Dawg said, somebody said, a Dacker said, he don't want to hear us say no more excuses because this still ain't better than Philly.
Of course not.
Man, oh my god, bro.
Of course not.
Bro, this roster has to have all Hall of Famers on it for them to say have no excuses, bro. I swear, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you out for a second and bring in Savage. Bring in Danny Savage, draft guru.
What is up, Savage?
I apologize. I didn't know you went live. I was walking
to the link.
I know.
I left as soon as I left. I hopped in over here.
I know
Yeah, me too.
I had to feed my dog and walk him, and then I looked down. I see the link, so I jumped on real quick.
Right, I appreciate it.
My bad.
No, it's all love. It's all love. I'm pretty sure you already giving your take elsewhere, but if you don't mind blessing my channel with your take on Pickens, and do you think it'll elevate the Cowboys any?
What I hate about the Pickens trade is we gave up a 3rd-round pick for 17 games. All we're getting is 17 games out of this kid. We can't afford him, whether he has 2 touchdowns or 27 touchdowns. We can't afford him. And if you want to divide a locker room real quick, is to pay an outsider where you've had all these other guys busting their ass for the last 4 years, and you're gonna like the outsiders, you're gonna pay this guy now. So I just don't know. I mean, listen, this trade should have happened 3-4 years ago when the Redskins sucked, the Giants sucked, when Philly was so. This trade is like, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, you ever notice Jerry only trades for wide receivers? Never a defensive tackle, never an edge, never a safety. It's just defense, just wide receivers. Because all he cares, he doesn't care if they lose. If it's 44, 45, it doesn't matter. He scored points. He's happy. Fans go, how happy. Yay. Listen, I'm sorry. He slipped to the second round because he was an F up in college, George Pickens. He's a freak, bro. The kid's a legit freak. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He has every like attribute God could give somebody. He has it, but he just can't put it together. And I said, like, when an organization like the Pittsburgh Steelers and head coach Mike Tomlin, when they wash their hands of you, you know there's a problem. One coach said one thing, I'm not even going to repeat about him. I'm not even going to say. And then another head coach said he is uncoachable. He's uncoachable. So, and we've all agreed on this, that we're not one player away. And notice I just get a little bit more passionate because I'm a draft guy. That's what I do. So now I have to prepare for this draft. Think about how sad we were for how many months. Yo, we got no fourth round pick. Yo, we got no fourth round pick. Now it's going to be, yeah, we got no third round pick. Now, and I'm sorry. The NFL plays games where you live geographically. I get Jets, Giants, Philly, and Pittsburgh. I've watched at least 20 of his games, at least 20. He runs the sloppiest, laziest routes there is. He gives up on routes. He'll don't get me wrong. He'll blow up for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then you won't hear about him for 5 games. He vanishes after. He's like Houdini. And I tried breaking it down to people on my channel. I did the video. I'm like, look at him. If you were putting up a fantasy football team or making one, he's borderline wide receiver 3. But now he's going to come to Dallas. But in a way, I'm glad he's at Dallas. So now, because all the Dak fans can't talk shit no more. They can't. We got them everything they wanted. A better offensive line. 2, we got fresh legs in the backfield. So in a way, I'm happy, man. It's just 17 games for a third round pick, man, is a tough pill to swallow, man. That's and I just go that extra route because I'm a draft guy. That's it,
Yeah, like I said, that was my only worry, bro. I just knew we couldn't afford him long term.
We can't.
I knew that. That was my thing, man. And like Cowboy said, he not finna go for no franchise tag. That dude stay at home.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And if you knew him in college with George, he was a knucklehead.
And
he got in fights all the time.
I said, if you're a knucklehead, when I say Georgia, I do the 4 horsemen, Rome, Georgia. I was goofing around. But like, if you're a knucklehead in Rome, Georgia, and then you're in Pittsburgh, imagine him in Dallas, Minga. That's going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? What is he going to beat up Dak if you don't throw him the ball? I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Like I said, it's good that he's here. I'm not happy with the compensation, man.
Okay. The only silver lining, Savage, this is a best case scenario, is that we get the third round big pick back in a comp pick formula. If someone pays him a lot of money next year and he goes off.
I didn't hear that. The only thing I heard was if he leaves, we get a comp pick, and that comp pick probably is not coming until 2027. I didn't read anything. We're getting a third round pick back.
It would be in 2027.
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be the same year. Okay. Well, No, it would be the next year. Yeah, it'd be 2027.
Yeah, it'd be a 2027
Yeah,
third round pick.
these free agents that left, we would get comp picks for next year's draft. So yeah, it'd be 2027.
And it would be at best case a 4.
Best case third, most likely fourth.
Corner, do you think Schottenheimer had a lot of influence on this?
I think so. I think so. So you look at they already had some mini camps and stuff like that already. I think the veterans got there like a month ago, and so Schottenheimer was already able to see Tolbert and get a better view of him as a head coach / offensive coordinator and what he wants to implement. And so when you look at that, and then you look at the draft, I'm sure they had some wide receivers they had eyes on, but they fell off the board, And so that's where you get the Tyler Booker pick. But when you and then when you go through the draft there, some of the wide receivers they probably wanted probably fell off. So when you look at that, it was immediately right after the draft. What are we, a week removed from the draft?
Yeah.
2 weeks removed, something like that?
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Bam, they got their guy immediately. They didn't hesitate. They didn't wait. I thought the Cowboys would want to look at them more and then do something later. Maybe another team was calling up the Steelers, and the Steelers said, "Hey, they're offering a fourth for Pickens. Well, I'll give you a third and a next year's fifth," and they got the deal done. But I think Schottenheimer had some say. If you look at the trades, Murray trade, the Elam trade, now the Pickens trade, there's some influence there. And you look at Murray, he fits with Eberflus. You look at Elam, there's some competition there for corner. Now you look at Pickens, he's the best wide receiver number 2, hands down. So I think Schottenheimer had some influence for sure.
Okay.
It just worries me that the whole drafting process, he sat in the corner and didn't say one word for 3 days. Shot.
I was doing some play-by-play.
Ain't gonna lie. Then Shotty sitting there like he fiddling his thumbs on that draft room.
That rubbed me the wrong way.
I was like, yo. It was like he wasn't even. It's like they told him to shut up and just sit there, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I was like, dang.
He was
like a doll, bro. He didn't do anything.
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't do anything, exactly.
He was at the little kids'
we still
table.
got the audio that needs to come out and stuff. There's some audio that still needs to come out, but the visual of it didn't look good. I'll say that.
It did.
He didn't. That's the thing.
But you can tell things that he's talked about is being put into action.
Yeah.
So even though he said he wanted to go outside in, but the Cowboys kind of drafted inside first, he still got his outside guy today. So I do think he probably got a little influence. You can tell he's trying to change things around. Even with the locker room, with moving those guys around, he said they ain't got no influence on what they locker in. I like that.
I like that what he did.
Yeah.
He put all the leaders together.
Yeah. I like that. And there won't be a bigger leader right now than Parsons because Dak ain't it.
Nah, yeah.
Dak ain't a leader, bro. He's not a leader, bro.
Parsons
Listen,
is more vocal. I think he showed me he's more vocal because he's done something too by walking off the field before the game was over.
Oh, yeah, we've seen him. I don't know how long ago Schottenheimer's dad passed away. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I've said it before. His dad was a good coach.
Was.
Regular season.
He was.
So maybe if he has those playbooks still around, he got, like father of the coach, he should, because the players loved playing for his dad, man. They loved him. You know what I'm trying to say? And he cared for his players.
Yeah.
So maybe,
Yeah.
He died February 8th, 2021 at the age of 77.
Jeez. Well, hopefully he still got his books around and his dad rubbed off on him, man. His dad was a good coach, man.
Yo, I don't know if I said this. I did. I'm going to say it again. Houston got some of the baddest Spanish women I've ever seen.
You said it already.
Bro, I'll be down here to the 18th. I'm losing my mind down here. Like, so gorgeous. The lady that cleaned my room looks like Selena.
Oh,
hey, whenever you get out of the truck lots and you actually get to see different women, there's better women out there than what them lot lizards are.
Dude,
Exactly.
Reporting down the Hollis.
Uncensored, shut up, man. I don't be with no lot lizards, bro.
There's a whole other class of women, Fifth. Welcome to our world.
Hey, and they got all their teeth.
They got all the teeth.
Corner, that's actually a good one. That's actually a good one, Corner.
That's funny.
I've been waiting for years. I want to see Dallas play in Mexico City in that Giant Stadium. And I told all my friends, yo, we're going. Spend a long weekend there, bro. We're going. 100%. That's the trip to go to, man. Mexico. When Dallas play, if it ever happens someday, I don't know why it hasn't.
If I go to Mexico, I can't come back. Trump implemented too many policies.
That's the game to go to. Yo, you say that real quick. I know it's off that, but WWE just bought AAA.
Yeah, they did.
They're going nationwide.
Yeah, they just did another. Big firing over there too. They let some people go, man.
I know, dude. Braun Strowman, Dakota Kai. They're
it's
crazy.
Second time. Dakota Kai. And she like 40. She stay injured, man.
Who else did they bounce besides Strowman?
Oh my God.
Or Jade.
Dakota Kai.
As long as they don't get rid of Jada Parker, man.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Had one half for that black female tag team. Not the Jackson girl, the other girl. The black female tag team from NXT.
They need to bring Jada Parker to the main roster.
Why? Because she ain't ready yet.
I don't give a damn.
Hey, which one gets their legs and they hit the ring with their ass in the air and Booker T goes, I need that on Raw.
But yeah, this Braun second time getting fired, man. They ain't gonna bring him.
He said he might retire.
Yeah, they ain't
disheartened about it.
He got fired the first time because he took an Instagram photo of himself, and all along his bed was all steroid bottles with syringes filled. You can Google it. It's on. You can Google it. It's on it. He didn't know he left his cycle on the bed behind him.
Stephanie Valcure corner. That Nate Dogg, listen. If I wasn't married, she'd be wifey.
Hey, man. Liberty. Oh, she's 37. I knew she was up there, but she stayed injured, man. Dakota stayed injured, you know.
Charlotte Flair stay injured. They keep her ass.
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she doesn't do it. Yo, you know they're gonna put her in AAA. She's gonna be going off in AAA, banging everybody in Charlotte Flair. You know that.
Hey, you know who would do really good in AAA? Chelsea Green.
She stayed injured.
She did luchador wrestling for a little bit.
She tore MCL, then she stayed hurt too, man. But I like Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She got a good character going right now.
Oh, yeah. Chelsea Green is probably one of the best female wrestlers to date.
I ain't say all that, but
who's better than Chelsea Green?
Corner, I got this stuff down here called Dave's Hot Chicken, man. So good, bro. You had that before?
Dude, Dave's
Hot Chicken?
That's the shit, man.
I gotta send you a picture, Phil.
I never heard of it.
Oh,
You've never heard of it, Savage?
No,
you never heard of it? It's everywhere here, bro.
In LA, I've had it in LA and in Dallas.
Yeah,
it's pretty good, bro.
I can eat fried chicken every day of the week, man. I love fried chicken. They just don't have that.
Good. It's good. It's real good.
Wait, you're not in Alabama though? What are you doing in Houston?
I'm in Houston. I'm doing orientation.
He's in rehab for his prostitute habit.
Yo, that's vile, bro.
Yeah, nah,
that is crazy.
I'm in Houston I'll be here till the 18th.
It's his intervention.
So will you be working out in Houston or no?
No, this was the closest terminal to me. I could have went to North Carolina, but why would I do that?
Yes, yeah, I would have went to Houston.
Yeah, Houston's closer.
Hit up Cowboys blog. Fifth, he's just south of Houston.
I'm gonna hit him up.
Hit up Cowboys blog, dude.
I'm gonna hit him up. We gonna get with him. I'm here a while, man. Hopefully we can do a video together. What you got going on?
What you showing us, man?
This man never turned his camera on.
Who's that?
That's Uncensored in his car.
Whoa, he had his camera on?
I know, right?
What was he showing us? Are those
the street?
Ain't you gonna go see Uncensored? So he's prepping your women for you right now. That's what he was showing you.
Down here in H-Town, man, trying to get my Spanish up, man, so I can give me one of these mamacitas.
You got all these apps
too picky,
on the
man.
phones? That's easy, man.
What you say, Savage?
They got all these apps now to help you to learn different languages on the phones.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just get yourself a Spanish girlfriend. You'll be speaking.
You
very
don't. They don't need to. All they need to do is say "daddy." That's it. Everything
Whoa!
else don't matter.
see.
Everything else don't matter.
Come on, man.
You can teach them that during sexual activities. That's the only word they need to know.
It's the only word Fifth wants to know, isn't it?
Give me one down here, boy. Watch it. Hey,
I thought you don't. I thought you told me you don't mess with nothing that ain't black.
they black.
My argument has officially
Hey,
been won.
don't turn into Shay Sharp now. Don't turn into Shay Sharp.
Man.
I would
My
not.
3% has finally won.
Here we go.
Say that again. Brown people are what?
Shut up, corner.
Man,
You
shut up, man.
just the wrong gender. You just the wrong gender. He didn't came down there and got a whole taste of the Latina and changed his whole life.
They never change nothing. Never. It's still black first.
See what
No,
see
you
what
know how I know
happens
it
when you
changed
come out
them?
of
I had a
When you
conversation
leave those
with Nick
sundowns,
the other day.
I've talked about Spanish women since I met you, having a corner since day
Oh,
one.
but see, this is how I know they. So his first spot he ate at was at a taco place.
It was. It was.
He was already out there scouting.
And it was on.
Was he scouting already? Oh,
It was
man.
on Cinco. I've been talking about Spanish women's corner since day one, since we met.
No, yeah, he's been wanting the Salinas for a little while.
Facts. They the only one can make me hop on that sliding scale. Other than that,
Brazilian women for me, bro.
oh,
That is they're a problem.
can't do them.
I'm gonna
Hey,
go.
Brazilian,
go Colombia.
but Brazilian women come in every color. Every color.
But
Yeah,
I,
every Spanish, you can say that about every Spanish race, though, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Colombia is number one for me.
Salinas is all I'm taking.
And Venezuela.
Salinas.
Hey, you ain't never seen no lips till you seen a Salinas lip. I'll tell
Yeah,
you
he-
that.
No, she was hot. She was very good looking.
That's all I want.
Monkey is fat.
Hey, dude.
Hey, man.
Dude.
Yo.
Let's get back to football.
What the fuck
I
is
know.
this? Hey, man.
Now, since y'all mentioning monkeys, 100 men
Hey,
versus
man.
a gorilla.
That's racist.
100 men versus a gorilla. What we
Oh,
doing?
not that
You
shit,
did
man.
this shit again? Come on.
100 men will beat a gorilla.
No, no
Thank
way.
you.
No way.
No, I don't think so.
I
It's
don't
not
think so.
happening.
I don't think 100 men can defeat. No, there's no way.
What?
If it's like 100 athletes, yeah. If it's 100 normal dudes, no.
You get 100 Brock Lesnar, that gorilla will die.
That's stacking the deck.
This will solve the debate. Put 100 guys on a pull rope to one gorilla,
And one good
on
gorilla.
the other pool, and see how
That's
those
different.
guys struggle.
That's different. You can be stronger than me, but if I come up behind you and knock you out, it don't matter.
You gonna
That
knock out a
gorilla
gorilla?
will let you get
100
behind
men,
it.
bro, come on, bro.
You
Stop.
can't. 100 people can't fight a gorilla at one time.
Bro.
You can't get 100 people on a gorilla.
A gorilla's not gonna be looking around at 100 men he to kill. That's not gonna
He
happen.
ain't got to. He ain't got to. He just gonna stand there and swing his arms.
That's not gonna happen.
And see,
Yeah.
the problem is we have the flight or flight. Gorillas have the fight. So a lot of the 100 people are going to be running away anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like once
Yeah.
that gorilla rips like 10 dudes' heads off, how
When
many
you-
other
when you
guys
hear
can be
that-
like,
When you hear the crack of that gorilla when he hit the first person, something's gonna be gone.
Car Jackson.
Dude, and
But
it's so funny because
People
they're so
vastly
delicate.
underestimate the strength of wild animals. The strength of wild animals is you can hit a fucking moose and total your car and it will get up and walk away.
You can hit a deer in your car.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The
Yeah,
muscle
that's-
fiber,
I-
the muscle fiber and the tense and the thickness of their skin,
I-
a human being can't even touch the gorilla and hurt it.
Y'all ever seen the movie back in the day called Tremors?
The gorilla will trim your ass.
Remember the elephant gun Bert had? What that gorilla gonna do when I pull out the elephant gun Bert had? When I put one in his skull, he gonna fall.
Now you-
We're not
Die.
If
talking
you put
about
weapons-
guns. We're
when you
talking
put
about
weapons in
fists.
it.
I didn't say I was coming with my fist. I just said I was coming.
listen,
Okay.
this is
Well,
for
that's,
this
it.
is legit.
That's why
this
we
is
rule
le-
the world.
This is legit. You can Google this and all. I think I'm pretty sure it was World War One. I'm not that great with history, but Stalin tried crossing, mating a gorilla with a human to have the perfect soldier. There's been documentaries over documentaries over documentaries over this, and
I did not know that.
they even say one was done successfully in the United States, like in the 1940s, fifth, but then they killed it. They killed
Bigfoot.
it. They
That is
killed it.
eugenics on a whole nother level.
That's what. Yo, you can look it up.
The average gorilla can lift 4,000 pounds.
I don't care.
Dude, 100 guys cannot take on
100
a
guys
gorilla.
cannot take
Ain't no
on
way.
Who's going to be the first 10?
Y'all crazy.
The first 10 are going to get like slaughtered. man.
Fifth to be the first one. I tell you what, I'm gonna be number 100, so I can tell how the other 99 idiots fucked up.
No, they say chimpanzees are worse. They say they're like vicious.
Man, I'm not,
Yo,
I'm not doing any of that fucking fight.
Listen, I'm gonna put an end to this.
Fucking idiots.
These motherfuckers out here scared of a spider, and you think they gonna fight a gorilla?
Right. Exactly.
Bro, who's
Yeah,
scared of a
nice.
spider, bro?
It definitely ain't gonna be no black people because we don't fuck with snakes and none of that shit.
Dude,
I can go get a
the
fucking
tarantulas-
leopard gecko that's 6 inches.
I'm from the.
Oh, the birding and tarantula is fucking huge.
We kill
It
some.
flies.
And I'm telling you right now, Indians are afraid of everything under the sun, so it's not going to be my people either.
You can go get a leopard gecko that's 6 inches fucking long, and motherfuckers won't even walk in your house.
In the South,
Hell no, I ain't doing that. Shit.
Realistically, Indians would run, man.
And
Fuck
it means
that.
people now all these people gonna line up and go to fight a gorilla.
killing.
I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't do spiders bigger
Fuck that.
than a $50 piece. I don't do mice, and I don't do snakes, dead or alive.
Yeah, I'm with him. Fuck
The
that.
thing is with rats, bro, they're just nasty, bro, because they
No,
have
not
diseases.
rats. I'm talking mice. I'm
Mice.
talking mice.
Mice, I'm with him. I'm with him on that one. I fuck that.
No, I hate rats more than mice.
Oh,
my
And,
rats.
and I'm gonna tell you this too, and not a lot of people know this. Probably just my wife and my kids. You ever opened a can of biscuits? You know when it pops? I don't do that shit either.
Y'all oh, we kill snakes like we kill anything. Like we step on them and cut their head off.
Snakes would.
You know the one thing you should be afraid of, and I'm telling you, because you have to burn your house down? Bed bugs. Bro,
Oh yeah.
Everything away. You gotta throw everything away.
you gotta
And then-
burn everything.
Your clothes,
Yo.
everything in that room is done.
Everything
done.
in that house is
people
done.
don't. What people don't know, I was about to say, they migrate. They live on couches and every fucking thing.
Once
Bro,
you
I seen kids go to school with them on them.
What?
them.
your house is infected. If you see one, it's plenty of.
Set
Yeah.
that bitch on fire, bro.
Dude, there was a kid that had roaches, and the roaches were in the kid's backpack,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Man, that's
crawling into the schoolhouse.
Oh, good lord, that's fucked.
And you know what happens? All the kids hang their coats and book bags in like
In the same
closet.
fucking spot.
Yeah.
and they
That's how
spread, bro.
That's how they jump. They jump off. That's how they spread. Yeah.
They don't do that
Life
shit
too.
anymore, though. I will say that I don't think they do that shit anymore.
I'm with the same company, OG. They just offered me a very lucrative over the road position, and it's a different.
Very proud of you, Fifth.
Appreciate it. It's a different training. It's different than locally car hauler than over the road car hauler because you got to do mountains and all that other stuff.
Hey, Fifth, I got people in Houston. If you want to hit one of the clubs out there, let me know.
Yeah, let me. I'm here to the 18. Let me know, bro, for sure.
Fifth don't need to be in no damn club. This man gonna fall asleep in his work meeting.
I got a couple of them that own restaurants out there too. So let me know. I'll message them and
He was going there
get
with
you
that
hooked
one.
up.
I don't be in no clubs. I go to the
He's
bar.
gonna have shades on like this asleep.
That's a fact. That is
And they're
a
gonna say, Mr. Fifth Quarter, amen. In Jesus' name, amen. I was praying. What happened?
Hey, Fifth, you know the rule, right? Once you leave the area code, you can do a whole bunch of different shit.
right.
Once you leave your home area code, you can become a whole different person.
I do
You
every
can show
time.
your whole ass and no one knows who you are.
No, in training, OG, you got to do a different training for OTR when you're doing car hauling because it's different. So no, I'm not local anymore.
Houston's so big, Fifth. You can go to Walmart right now, go say hi to somebody, talk to them for 5 minutes, leave, and you'll never see them again.
Yeah.
Same thing in Dallas, bro.
Yeah.
Dallas, LA, Houston, they're all huge cities.
Yeah, those cities, bro. Yeah, you could see people and one time, never see them again.
All right, so I said I went up to a B. Corner said you went up to a B. Ishan, did this change your grade for this offseason?
I think a B also for me as well. I think that's fair. I think a
Cool,
B.
Cowboy. How about you?
I'm gonna be the harshest one, bro. So my original grade was D
Right.
plus. Now the new grade is a C plus, bro. I can't give it a B because this D tackle room is still booty cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Let's be real, guys. Like this is a nice weapon for Dak, but man, it doesn't mean shit if we can't stop the run, guys.
That's very true.
How
That's
about
very
you?
true.
You change?
Me,
Savage.
Oh, I was at C plus before the draft, and now I don't know, B minus. I'll go B. I don't.
Wow, I didn't think Savage would say that.
I didn't
B
mean.
minus. B
I
minus.
I didn't think Savage would say that. I'll be honest.
I didn't know he could do a B. I'm proud of you. That's good stuff right there, Savage. I mean,
listen, it went late, but we got fresh legs at running back late, but I think Dallas finally realized you don't need to spend a round one pick on a running back to go to the Super Bowl. So we got fresh legs back there. And they went with 2 defensive tackles. I liked one of them. There were other good ones on the board, but the kid Jay Toya's, look him up on YouTube. It's hilarious. There's like 20 kids in an elevator, man. He's threatening to kill every single one of them. That's why he dropped. He's a nut.
He didn't participate in the combine or at his pro day either.
Say that again?
He didn't participate at the combine or his pro day.
Yeah, well,
Not many island boys work out, man.
but we never had an island guy as.
What about Vita Bear or whatever his name
I
is?
said not many island
He
boys
said
work.
not many. Yeah, many.
What about my tribal chief?
Put your hand down.
I acknowledge my tribal chief.
Stop calling him that.
Oh,
Sola
TC.
Sokoa? Sola?
No, that's the great value chief. He ain't even a chief. If anybody's gonna be a chief, it's gonna be Jacob Fatu. La la me.
Yada da mean. Not la la mean. Yada da mean.
I say what I want, how I want, when I want.
Keep the
baby.
speak. California rap artist. Yada da mean.
That is.
I ain't heard that in a while.
I teach. I know. Yeah, or keep the sneak. But yeah, they a lot of them don't work out, man. I hope you do. I was just saying, I don't know. Roman didn't work out. He played at Georgia.
He was a captain at Georgia Tech.
Brendan Fajoko, who went to the Chargers a few years ago, he ain't on no team now. We had a guy.
We had the edge rusher Valco.
That was a bust pick from the get.
He was terrible, bro. I don't think he played a single.
He never played a single snap for us.
He only played in the preseason. He was so bad, bro.
I'm gonna hop off of here. I gotta pee and I gotta get some stuff done.
I appreciate you, brother.
Take it easy, man.
Peace out.
Guys.
That was my dog, corner right.
Panay Sewell's
He might
working
got
out.
a problem with him.
Panay Sewell worked out.
Panay Sewell's working out.
What's up, Chris? If y'all notice the new background, that's because Corner is officially a homeowner. He bought a house, so big
No,
props
I'm glad.
on that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Salute.
God bless. God bless.
What's
How y'all
Chris?
doing?
What's up, man?
So,
It's going good. How about y'all?
Everything all good, brother. Get your opinion on George Pickens, man.
Man, well, first off, I like how we got the receiver, because we didn't draft one. But my main concern is what Savage said. Like, he has a lot of character issues, and the one thing I'm really afraid of with George Pickens is that, like, I'm afraid that he's going to be a penalty late machine, especially as Cowboys.
No, I'm listening to you. I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Especially we're the Cowboys and we were the most penalized team last year, if I'm not mistaken, right? And we added a receiver that has a lot of anger issues and stuff. And I just worry. I know how talented and good George Pickens is. It's just that I don't want his emotions will negatively affect our game and cause us to lose games as well. And also, what cool Cowboys says, Dak Prescott should have no excuses anymore as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. Like I said, that's why I love, because like I said, from jump, when I take Savage, him and Spencer pretty much said the same thing about it, in tech. So that's why I say, man, when you come here, you're probably not gonna hear what you want to hear, man. It's just how this channel is. That's why we consider anti-organization, man. You're really not gonna hear what you want to hear.
Shit.
Man, you had an A+ offseason so far. A+.
What's higher than an A plus? Is
We call ourselves
A+.
that right? Okay.
And A+++.
It just keeps going.
Nah, but if you throw away the names, I know it's impossible to do. Just based off positions drafted, because I don't know all the players and I don't follow all of that. But just off of positions drafted, I think that they moved in the right direction this offseason.
Okay.
They worked on the
I think that's
offensive
good.
line. They worked on the running backs. They worked on the defensive line. They got a linebacker, a pass rusher, and a corner. Right? They just picked up a wide receiver. It might be a 1-year rental, but overall, I think that they moved in the right direction. It's not an A+. I'm bullshitting on that. I'll probably give it a B- or so.
Yeah, I think a B is B minus. B is fair.
Yeah. I can't give them an A+ when they draft
Nah.
fucking injured players. I can't stand that shit.
Off topic for a quick second. I swear to God, if the Browns cut Shador, I'm gonna be so mad. Yo,
Vic, did you file that lawsuit? Is
Yo,
that you?
who's the Cowboy?
There's a lawsuit, bro. That he got.
You filed that lawsuit. Moved to Houston and filed a $100 million lawsuit for Shador Sanders.
That's
That
crazy.
was
That's fucked up,
OG.
Vic.
OG did the lawsuit.
Nah, he filed
Nah,
for Trey
OG would do the
Lance.
Trey Lance
He would do
lawsuit.
Trey Lance, exactly.
Shiloh just packed up.
OG done lost his damn mind. Trey Lance signed a contract with the CFL before he got hired by the Chargers.
Yeah.
No, to be honest with you, I think Shador could make more money in Canada than
Here you go again.
than in the NFL as a 5th-round draft pick. I'm just saying.
They said he's only going to see 2% of the snaps in training camp. He's not going to have that much time now. And people shitting on Dylan Gabriel, but the motherfucker was the runner-up for the Heisman.
Oh,
that don't mean shit. I'm one of the first ones to shit on Heisman winners because they
No,
very
a lot of
rarely
Heisman
work
winners
out.
they bust, bro, in the NFL.
Yeah, they very rarely work out.
Oh, you say that? If you looked at half of the Dick Butkus Award winners, if you look at the Outlands, if you look at like all the trophy winners, there's like a 50% bust rate. As crazy out, it's amazing, man.
It's because college is different than the NFL.
He's saying that haircut fire too, bro.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, that's fire. I ain't gonna flip. Hey, Sam, did you hear the name?
Hey, look at that. Men giving men flowers. I like that.
Oh yeah. Did you see what OG called a play action bootleg, Savage?
Again?
Did you hear the new name for
That
OG?
shit is hilarious.
No, what is it?
Play action bootleg Mississippi toss sweep.
I've never fucking heard that in my life. That is
Yeah, dude, he made that shit up on the spot, bro.
And
That is crazy.
the Cowboys can't even execute a fucking wide receiver reverse. When's the last time we had a successful wide receiver reverse?
Honestly.
It's been years, bro.
Lucky Whitehead.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead, champ.
From 1 to 5, what's your confidence level in the Cowboys defensive line, the way it's set up right now?
The defensive line, like a fucking 2.
Ooh, it's a 2, bro. It's a 2.
I think I gotta go 2. Our
Zero.
defensive line room is bad.
Champ.
The D tackles are terrible. If we had traded for a badass D tackle instead, I would have been hyped for the trade. I'm telling you right now.
No,
Yeah.
I can't give it a good
I
grade.
got no faith in the Cowboys defensive line until they show me.
It's same here. Same here.
Okay, what about the linebackers?
Worse. They're even worse.
Yeah.
They're all injured. All the good ones are
exactly.
injured.
Damn.
I would say 2 as well.
Okay, what about the secondary as a whole, cornerbacks and safeties?
I
Secondary.
put them in the same category as the linebackers.
Okay, when healthy, I'll say 3 then. I'll say 3.
But we can say when healthy even for the linebackers too. If we're gonna go about that.
No, but even when healthy, the linebackers are not as talented as the secondary.
Sure, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Why are we still skipping over the fact that we can't pay Deron Bland?
Right.
No, we'll pay him. We'll just cut Trayvon Diggs and use that money to pay him.
There's no.
And then, okay.
No way we're playing. No, go ahead.
Oh, this last thing. Okay, do you have more confidence in the offense way it's set up now or the defense?
Right now, the offense.
The offense.
Well, it's only because of this move today. Although before that, it was equal for me.
I ain't gonna lie. Them 2 new running backs, fresh legs, young legs, man.
Right.
Yeah.
The only part of this team I got confidence in is special teams.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't even. I don't even have confidence in special teams though.
Prove it.
Because that special teams coach, he was with the 49ers. Dude, they were one of the worst special team units in the NFL.
Terrible. They were terrible.
So I don't even have confidence in special teams.
But our punter can kick consistently to 60, and our fucking kicker can kick half from the logo. That's it.
But I gotta be. I mean, I'm with Uncensored that I have to see it to believe it on any aspect of this team. I'm past all this offseason hype and all this other shit. Unless they show it to me consistently, I can't. I have
mean, what
optimism, but I'm not gonna say I'm confident. You know what I
what
mean?
have we been saying all offseason? You can put Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, and Terrell Owens on this team, and it wouldn't change shit.
It wouldn't change anything.
And they
So
get
now that we get Pickens, everybody want to change shit. We just said if you put the Hall of Famers on this team, as long as you got Rain throwing the ball at you, it don't change shit.
I'm about to.
And you brought in a 50-50 guy, and Dak Prescott do not throw 50-50 balls.
He's not a 50-50. Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to ask a question that's it's way left, and I probably shouldn't even ask it.
Ask it.
Exit.
And this is especially for Champ and Savage. If Emmitt Smith is on another team other than the Cowboys, is he as successful as he was?
Man.
No.
No way. No way.
No. Not with the offensive line. Not with the offensive line. No.
I just want to know y'all opinion. I just wanted to know.
Bro, there are actually documentaries out there. People that work for Dallas. It's called The Great Wall of Dallas. I've watched it a million times. And the one guy says, he goes, for the most part, I find all of Emmitt Smith's runs kind of boring. The beauty of it was the offensive line and him not getting touched for the first 7-8 yards. You know, that's why, like, when people jumped at me for saying, oh, Emmitt's not the best, I look at it as, okay, so who has the most receptions ever in the NFL? Or who has the most receiving yards? Is that the best wide receiver? Bruce Smith. Okay, so Bruce Smith is the best.
No, I thought it was Jerry Rice, though.
Oh, so okay, so maybe it is. I don't like Jerry.
It's Jerry Rice.
I'll take Michael Irvin over Jerry Rice. But,
no, sir.
No shot, man. No
okay,
shot.
now
I can't. I disagree with you, Savage. I got to take Jerry Rice.
You know why I take Michael Irvin over Jerry Rice? Jerry Rice was surrounded. Jerry Rice was surrounded with skill position players from the start to the end of his career. John Taylor, Terrell Owens, Roger Craig. Do I need to go on? And so now, besides Michael Irvin, he had Alvin Harper for 4 years. Who else did he have next to him?
Dion
played.
He played on wide receiver snaps.
Rocket Ismail.
They did not play together. Rocket and Irvin didn't play together.
Irvin retired
later. Yeah, that's why I say. But it's a toss up. I'm biased because I'm a Dallas fan.
It ain't much of a toss up for me.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, Bruce Smith, he played for like 20 years. He played with the Buffalo, then a million other teams. He leads the NFL in sacks, even though sacks became a stat in like the 80s. So does that make Bruce Smith the best pass rusher of all time?
In order, 3 best running backs. Put these in order from best to worst. Earl Campbell, Emmitt Smith, and Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders is 1.
Barry Sanders is 1. Emmitt 2, and then
Emmitt 2, and then Campbell 3. Yeah,
Campbell would be 3rd. Yeah, that's what I would say.
A lot of people didn't watch Earl, so they don't.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
I'm gonna go. It's gonna draw heat, but I don't care. I'm gonna go Earl 1.
Earl, yep.
Really?
Yes.
Earl 1, Emmitt 2.
Earl was different, bro.
Emmitt 2, and Barry 3.
I always go past Zeke to Earl because Earl ran into contact, had that short career, man. That's why,
man.
Wait, Savage. My question for you though is, so you're knocking Jerry Rice for having a great supporting cast. Yeah, Barry didn't have anything around him, and he produced a lot. He produced a lot.
That's not true. It's a misconception. That is a misconception that people keep saying.
Nobody talking to you, yourself. You talking to Savage. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Oh my God, that shit boils my. I'm gonna quiet.
I guess you never heard of Herman Moore, right? You never heard of him, right? Wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver, but like. But his O-line, bro, was let's be honest. If he was in the Dallas O-line, bro, he'd be even better than what he was, bro. Let's be real.
The Lions O-line was not as bad as people try to make it. Barry Sanders dancing in the backfield made that O-line look worse than what it was. They O-line was ranked top 5.
Lomas Brown. Anybody remember him?
Calm down, censor.
Detroit's left tackle. Mike
No, because
Compton.
people
their
try
right
to use
guard.
the shit on Emmett all the time, saying if Barry was behind Emmett, like Barry made his offensive line look worse by dancing all the fucking time. Emmett Smith hit the fucking hole.
The reason I say Emmett is better than Barry is because the way Barry ran, and it was he would get stuffed 4 times for a loss.
Mhm.
And then throughout the game, he would break off 2 70-yard runs for a touchdown. That does not help your team win. It's when you can just continue get 7 yards, 10 yards, 11 yards, 12 yards, when you can constantly just grind on the other team. That's how you win. That's how you beat them in the submission. Not your running back getting plastered in the backfield for 4 plays, and then bang, he bangs off 2 70-yard runs for a touchdown. He's great. Don't get me wrong. Anyone ever hear of Billy Sims? He's a great Detroit Lion running back. Nobody ever talks about him.
This Charlene order up here. This Charlene order right here.
Sanders.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Brown was nasty.
Ooh.
Wait,
They didn't watch him. People are too young. They
yeah,
didn't,
Jim Brown. Yeah, he was great, bro.
Bro, those guys back then, it was a 12-game season.
She got Emmett third. Yeah.
Really?
Woo.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
She old school, man.
But we gotta start putting the fucking fact behind Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders' lines were all rated top 5.
Not doing nothing.
They were top 5. Barry Sanders ran behind top 5 offensive lines. They try to act like Emmitt Smith.
He didn't have a good team.
They shit on Emmett.
He didn't like good team.
He didn't have a good offensive line.
He retired the same reason. They have a good team. Him or Megatron. They went home.
He got tired of losing. That's why he retired.
Because their teams weren't good.
Because their team was booty, bro.
They played in completely different decades. Completely.
It's not. I'm telling y'all.
Look at OG.
The Lions are the only organization to have 2 Hall of Famers retire in their prime.
Look at OG.
I know.
OG. When I see you in person, it's on site.
Man. Yeah.
OG. Oh yeah, the juice. She said the juice was a big. The juice.
He was a beast on and off the field. If you know, you know.
Oh
yeah,
my God. Yo, cool guy was chill out.
Now, since y'all want to make the argument, you put OJ behind the Great Wall of Dallas.
He didn't need the Great Wall of Dallas. Oh, the juice was.
Keep up the good work. 2 less more we got to worry about. You know that promo was classic, bro. Classic.
Oh, say, what about if you had Marshawn Lynch behind the Great Wall of Dallas?
You know, he was good, but no, I'm a big fan of Marshall Faulk too, man. Yo,
Yeah,
he was the best receiving back, man.
I've seen him by himself put up 200 yards against the U on a Thursday night when the U was the U by himself.
So do you take Tomlinson or Falk?
Ooh.
That's a
tough one, man.
I'm gonna take Tomlinson.
I would say Tomlinson.
I would take Tomlinson, but for receiving back purposes, you got to take a.
Who you take a Tomlinson or TD?
Oh,
Tomlinson probably.
Tomlinson.
The man got the record for the most non-quarterback touchdowns in the season.
Yeah, but TD, what TD did for the Broncos?
No, what he did for the Broncos
Yeah.
was crazy.
2 years got him in the Hall of Fame. That dude was just
Give it his Hall of Fame, bro. There's so many old Warriors that are waiting. McMichael had to wait 30. Yo, everyone that's the computer guys, look up Steve McMichael's stats.
Oh, he was on his deathbed.
Yeah, look up his stat. He's battling ALS for the last 4 years. Look up Steve McMichael's sacks. No, excuse me. Look up Steve McMichael's stats against Aaron Donald. But Aaron Donald is the first Barrett Hall of Famer, but this guy had to wait 30 plus years, and they're showing him the trophy, and he was so sick he didn't even know it. Compare their stats to me and explain to me how one is a first ballot Hall of Famer and the other guy has to wait 30 years. Or last year, they inducted Chuck Howley, the only ever MVP on a losing team. It happened to be the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. The only MVP from a losing team, he was like 85. He didn't even know what was going on when they came to his house to knock on his door. His sons had to go on there. I just hate the NFL Hall of Famers because they cater to all these young kids. And let them wait. There's so many old warriors out there.
I agree.
I agree.
They're not getting it through, man.
I'm not surprised though, Savage, because they like flashy things and ratings, bro. And a lot of the people nowadays don't know the legends of back then. This shit's all for ratings, bro. They don't actually care about these dudes. It's sad.
Look how long they made Pearson wait.
Yeah, Drew Pearson, man.
Why do they put this artificial limit on the amount of people that can go every fucking year?
Yeah.
Right. That shit's stupid, bro.
Get these guys their respect and put them in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, sometimes they're dead and they put them in the Hall of Fame.
Darren Woodson should
Darren Woodson should be in there too, man.
I was just gonna say him. Eric Williams deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't care about the knee injury. I still used to laugh. I used to love watching him take Michael Strahan by the throat and fucking powerbomb him like Kane. I love that. Eric, no joke. I would see you. It's out there for the world. Eric Williams would drive Reggie White back 6-7 yards. That wasn't good enough. Then he would pancake him. Then he would jab him in the eye, hit him in the throat. There was one guy against Philadelphia. I can't think of his last name. Thomas, I think, or something. He actually went to the club after the game looking for Eric Williams because Eric Williams just put a beating on him, man. And I'll even
Derek Thomas. You talking about Derek Thomas?
No, this guy played for the Philadelphia.
Eagles.
If Romo gets in the Hall of Fame, I will be pissed too, honestly.
If Romo gets in the Hall of Fame, bro, that gets rigged, bro.
I would get so mad.
The NFL.
He said they let him in. He ain't watching.
I will quit watching the NFL. I'll stick to college. Romo? What the fuck's he done, bro? That's why, it's going to be a lot of talk about the Ring of Honor.
Dude, but even the Dak fans think that Dak's a Hall of Fame are fucking idiots, man.
No, you're right.
Hey, Brando, if the glove don't fit,
he must have quit.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I know it didn't fit. Did he do it? Absolutely. But hey, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Hey, the best thing that happened to OJ was the Rodney King beating. That's what got him off. They were so pissed off at the police that they didn't give a fuck whether he did it or not. They were going to let him walk.
Yeah.
No, well, they recharged him. That's how that they get away with it's really called double jeopardy, but the way it's not double jeopardy is that they charged him federally for violating his civil rights, and that's how they got there.
All right, I got a question for y'all guys, actually.
Go ahead.
There's only one right answer, in my honest, humble opinion, but Darrelle Revis or Deion Sanders, who'd you ever have?
Prime.
That's not even a question.
Not close to me.
Prime time.
Thank you, bro. I got in an argument with people, bro. People do not know football, bro. I'm telling you right now. Some people think that Darrelle Revis is on the same level as Deion Sanders. People do not watch football.
The person. These people they went around to watch Deion play.
They watch YouTube, bro.
They watch YouTube.
They don't because they type in D on there. Probably see a kick return or a punt return. They won't see what he did on defense.
You can't see a pass not thrown his way. Yeah, you can't see a
away
pass
one
that
side
don't go
of
his
the
way.
field.
They don't understand it. They just see the interception that Reeves will get or Cromartie will get. Prime to get the ball thrown his way. They don't know. They don't know the impact Prime. That's why.
Yeah.
Also, Prime played 3 positions, bro.
Exactly,
I'm sorry, bro.
I was just going to say that.
He played receiver, cornerback, and punt and kick returner, bro.
And safety.
And safety, bro.
Yeah, he was a different athlete.
He was in Prime. You should have stopped arguing with him, bro. That man. That's why
he was a different. He was a different.
No, he's different. He's the best cornerback in NFL history, without a doubt.
Which bring up a question: both of their prime? Who would you get, Rob Woodson or Deion?
Still Prime to me.
Deion Sanders.
The only thing different about Rod Woodson was Rod Woodson played safety and corner, but I'll still take Deion. I'll show you the '95 Super Bowl with Michael Irvin ripping apart Rod Woodson. I'll show you the '95 Super Bowl. Michael Irvin ripped his ass apart.
Now Deion was a different beast, man. That guy.
Oh, that's funny.
But
Man,
also, you can say that about Atwater. To me, Atwater was the best safety I ever saw. Excuse me, I take that back. Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott.
Oh, Ronnie, yeah.
Oh, Ronnie, yeah.
He played corner and safety too. He
Yo,
was a maniac.
Play football.
You take him over Ed Reed?
Oh.
Two different types of players. One's a strong, one's a free.
I'm gonna tell you about it.
Yeah.
I saw somebody on Twitter.
I love Ed Reed. Love it. I'm a U fan.
Yeah.
It was a Ryan Clark clip on Twitter, and somebody was like, "Why this dude talking football? He never even played." I was like,
Really? Wow.
Do you know Ryan Clark?
Ryan Clark was
Clark would
good.
decapitate fucking people.
Ryan Clark said,
That dude was-
I have a mental block with the kid, Derrick Henry. Ryan Clark, Derrick Henry's on his show, The Pivot. I like the show. It's cool.
I like the show.
And Ryan Clark said, yo, you were running in my hole, I'll take you out. No problem. Yo, Fred Taylor, and I can't think of the other kid's name.
Channing.
He played for the Dolphins.
Channing Crowder, I think is his name.
Crowder.
Channing Crowder, yeah. He played for the Florida, then he played for the Dolphins. Bro, they burst out laughing, bro. They're like, you're joking, right? This man's leg is bigger than you. Ryan Clark was
Ryan
good.
used to lay people out.
Ryan Clark was good, but I think he makes himself out to he tries to put himself over a little more than he was.
He was a beast, though, man. He would lay fucking
He
people
was
out.
good.
Self out. He
would lay motherfuckers out, though.
I made that.
Yeah, right. Ryan was good.
Cool Cowboy. They don't know because the dude said, "Why is he talking football here? He never played." And I was like, I'm like, look at this idiot. He don't even know who Ryan Clark is.
That's idiotic, man. I'm sorry.
He don't even know. And the same dude talked about Troy Polamalu like they didn't play on the same dang old team.
Right.
Man, bro, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people who claim they're fans, but they're the most casual of casual people on the planet, bro.
They watch their team. That's the problem. They only watch their team.
And even when they only watch your team, bro, they still say stupid shit. Look at our own fan base.
Who the best trash talker? Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp doing a lot more talking now.
Shannon Sharp does a lot more talking.
Well, Shannon Sharp is cooked now, bro. Did you see what happened with him?
Talk about
we all know what happened.
the little white girl. Boy, you was crazy.
Best
What?
trash talker. I'm gonna say Lyle Alzado, bro. Can't say he doesn't deserve to be in Canton, man. Steroids were legal back then.
I don't even think CJ been in the league long enough to be labeled
Trash.
one of the
No,
best.
CJ, no.
I'm gonna go with Warren Sapp.
Say it again.
I'm gonna go with Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp talked trash.
Oh yeah,
We got Warren Sapp. Yeah,
Out of trash.
John Randall
Lot of
talks a
trash.
lot of shit. John Randall. But I like that, bro. I do. I like that. You need guys like that.
Who was a guy, and I know what name Sapp is gonna say because I hate that piece of crap, dude. Who was a guy that was a crazy bastard that should have been kicked out of the NFL because he was just so dirty? I'm gonna say the name. Perfect. I know Savage like it.
He was gonna say.
I loved him coming out as Arizona, bro. He was an undrafted free agent. I want him. And so he was Cincinnati.
No, Perfect was that guy. I couldn't stand that guy. Man.
Perfect was dangerous, bro.
isn't he in jail now, bro?
I don't know.
Is he? I don't think he is.
It wouldn't surprise me. That dude
Okay,
is
but see,
dangerous.
this is what you have to do. Football, as much as it is physical, it's also mental. If you take a wide risk, look at Jack Tatum. Jack Tatum put someone in a wheelchair for the rest of their life, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, you want to see a funny story? Look up Charlie Murphy talking about Darryl Stingley. They're out arrested. Just look it up on YouTube. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Charlie Murphy, Darryl Stingley. Leave it at that. Please.
I just think Perfect would intentionally try and hurt cats, man.
I understand that, but
So like,
if you crack somebody in the first
So did
quarter,
Hines Ward. Hines Ward tried it.
if you crack someone in the first quarter, my preference is the first series. They're looking over their shoulder. The rest of the game, when are you coming next? Fontes Burfict just happened to play in the wrong decade. As Charles,
I like hard hitting football. I just don't like the way.
Didn't he cause Antonio Brown to like?
No, yeah, I
Go-
mean, the,
yeah.
the thing on Antonio Brown was crazy.
He knocked the sense out that boy.
Played him.
Yeah. What happened with Antonio Brown in the playoffs?
Bro, Antonio Brown was one of the most talented receivers of the 2010s, bro. It's a shame what happened to him.
Antonio Brown's sense never left that field.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree.
You see,
Who
I
that-
also will say
Who
that
that was? Jeff Heath retired. That dude from Seattle. And
No, Allen Hearns. Allen Hearns, wasn't it?
no, I said Jeff.
No, it wasn't Allen Hurns.
He was on,
No, Jeff Heat hit Allen Hearns.
no,
Too.
Hearns was on our team when he got hurt.
Allen Hurns was on our
But
team.
Woodson knocked out a dude from Seattle, and he was like this on his back.
Fuck.
Dude,
I know
Jeff-
what you're talking about. What's his name?
Kick return.
Was it Lockett?
He didn't play again. He don't play football again.
Oh yeah, Nate Dogg said Lockett. Okay, yeah.
Yo, Nate Dogg, yeah, you're right, bro. No, if AB was continuing on his course, bro, he could have challenged for it, honestly.
People don't remember that Jeff. He retired somebody.
The Lockett hit was a crazy hit. I mean,
Crazy.
That
laid
should be
him
a
out
special.
cold on the
That
field.
should be a
But
special.
Dak
sticker for your
Prescott
helmet.
retired Tom Brady.
That's
Dak
bad.
Prescott retired
Man,
Tom
get
Brady.
that. Don't say that shit ever again on Center.
Yo, there's a lot of our fan base
Come on,
says
man.
that.
Shit.
Do not
Dak
say that
Prescott,
shit again.
Dak Prescott, the legend killer.
Charlene, he's another piece of crap.
Oh
Suicide.
yeah. And
Oh, didn't he? Yeah, he stomped on somebody. I forgot who.
No,
Andre Garage.
Albert Haynesworth.
But I
Albert
like
Haynesworth.
yo, Sue was nasty, bro.
Albert
He
Haynesworth.
was nasty in Nebraska. And what pissed me off is he went from like every team in the world, and I always wish we would have signed him, and we never did. You know who's looking good, but we're never going to sign him? JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul. He's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
Oh, wasn't that the guy with the fireworks that like took out his
Yeah.
The
fingers?
three fingers. Three fingers.
man.
The one that Dak Prescott threw an interception to? With
Yeah.
3 fucking fingers?
Man.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Dak Prescott for you.
I
But
would
guys,
sign him
he
one
retired
year.
Tom Brady.
I would sign him.
Dak
for 1 year,
Prescott, the only quarterback that can throw an interception to somebody with one fucking hand.
yeah, retire.
But I don't think JPP likes Dallas, but I would sign him for 1 year.
Oh, Incognito was a piece of crap. That's a real.
Oh, yeah.
But yo, check that out. But if you know, like that whole story of the guy being bullied, that was all made up. He made that up. The guy, it just came out like a year ago. Within the last year,
He did that so he wouldn't get cut, right, or something like that.
it was all a lie. That he got bullied in Miami. Incognito was probably a bully. He was a left tackle. That kid in college, bro.
Who was that
You
quarterback?
need teams like that. You need players. Like there should be a special sticker for your helmet when you retire somebody. I'm sorry, bro.
Savage, you don't need that.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
there should be.
Nah,
a special sticker.
man.
That's a bit
Look
extra.
at the old days, bro.
I agree with Savage.
Here we go.
Agree with Savage.
Who was that white wide receiver or something that stood outside that club and said, "I'll take on all these niggas"? Who was that? He had
Oh, that was the tight end for the Eagles.
No, the wide receiver. He was a wide receiver.
Wide receiver, yeah.
Riley Cooper, I think.
Yes.
He was about to get kicked out of the league, and Michael Vick stood up for his ass.
I remember.
He kept him in the fucking league.
Yeah, it was Riley Cooper.
I said he probably shouldn't have done that. You think?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Michael Vick kept him in the league. Michael Vick stood up. They were gonna cut his ass, and Michael Vick stood up for him. Kept him in the fucking league.
Hey, I was a big fan of Vic, but I'm a dog lover, and when he did,
what Michael Vick did was horrible, man. Fuck that.
Once he did that, I was like, man, screw you, bro.
He's coaching in college now.
Yeah,
He's at an HBCU, bro.
Norfolk State. He's at.
No, yeah. What
He probably gonna use that as an opportunity to move up into the FBS ranks. And
Marcus Vick was such a failure.
Yeah,
his brother was a failure, man.
But his brother was much shorter.
Let me ask y'all this: who was the guy that tore up college in y'all day? For me, it was Darren McFadden.
In college?
Yeah,
tore up college? And wait, what's the end of the question?
Give me a position.
Darren McFadden also.
Just a dog in college that stood out. For me, Darren McFadden tore up Arkansas.
He was Darren McFadden or Zeke for me, one or the other.
Oh, that's a good one.
Zeke, I think for me would be one of up there. Like that game at Ohio State was crazy.
All right, listen, I know it's only his freshman season, bro, but Jeremiah Smith, bro.
Jeremiah Smith.
Maurice Claret.
Jeremiah Smith could play in the NFL at 19.
Yeah, he could. I'm telling you, he could.
Until one of those big ass linebackers hit his ass.
Well, they ain't around anymore. This ain't the 90s and early 2000s. They have like little mini linebackers now.
They'll take that penalty. They're
I'm
gonna
gonna
light
say
his ass up
Marshall
at 19.
Faulk when I was a kid tore up everybody, and he had nobody around him. He had a 6'7" quarterback. Who's the baseball player? Steve McGuire, Mark McGuire, whatever the McGuire was, the baseball player.
It was Mark McGuire.
Okay, he had his brother. His brother was quarterback at San Diego State. I swear to God, he was like 6'8". He looked like the Statue of Liberty. He was the most immobile person in the world. And I'm like, bro, this guy sucks. And someone took him in the first round, and I don't think he ever played a game. It just shows you how many teams draft badly every single year.
How big of a flop, or not a flop, but ruined his career, Ricky Williams, man.
Oh my God!
Here was
Talk
okay.
about
For example,
fumble in the bag.
I was on a show, right, when I was young. And they said to me, who do you rather have? Because they came out at the same draft. Edgerrin James or Ricky Williams? And I said, Edgerrin James, he can come out of the backfield, catch the ball, and he has bigger hands, and Ricky Williams has smaller hands, and he has fumbling issues. So I was right on that one with Edgerrin James. But then, listen, I admit when I'm wrong. I picked Leaf over Payton. Yo,
Ryan Leaf over Payton.
Ryan Leaf.
I say it. I say my wins. I say my losses. But I got a lot more wins than losses.
Man,
Jamarcus Russell is the best thing to happen to Ryan Leaf.
Man,
Oh yeah, that's true.
the other Manziel went to the right.
Went to the right team. He could have been something.
I mean, maybe, but his head.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Such a spoiled little shit that I don't.
Exactly.
Dude, he used to go. He used to go.
Believe me, I know cats like
party
that.
like.
I know.
He used to party every fucking night, bro. Like, no,
You know
he
who
did not
he
have the
reminds
attitude.
me of? He reminds me of Shador Sanders. That's what.
You know what I like?
No. He should do his not that much. Come on, I can't.
Watch him. I love when people.
He said it just to get on fifth. I know it.
I love when people who have like successful like parents, like Manziel, like Eshawn, they can speak. Because Eshawn, you work and you can spot a spoiled brat when you see.
Look, I grew up in a wealthy family. I know what it looks like. I've had friends like Johnny Manziel. That guy, I knew from the moment he was drafted he was going to bomb.
Especially in Cleveland.
He was never in the game.
Right.
He was content from the jump.
Right.
So I was like, okay. And then
you know who was a receiver, bro? I thought was gonna be something because he was a beast at Oklahoma State. Justin Blackman. Man, what a wasted career, bro.
Oh yeah. What was Johnny Manziel's catchphrase that he had that he coined and started making merchandise?
The money Manziel thing, or whatever the
Money Manziel.
Yeah. And you know what other quarterback branded himself and coined the phrase before he got drafted?
Was it Baker?
Shador Sanders.
Man,
legend.
On, man.
Let's be legendary.
Man, go.
He's just doing it just to get nothing.
Boy, don't get me started on that.
Does anyone think Diddy got Johnny Manziel? Do you think he got Diddy or no? Johnny Manziel, because he was
Johnny Manziel was.
He was in that crew, bro, with Justin Bieber.
Maybe you never know, but I mean,
think he got Diddy.
Johnny Manziel that guy was a spoiler.
If you find one picture of him being real shiny,
like this, man, nah.
1 year Baker came to Alabama and tore it up, bro.
Oh yeah, Baker, yeah.
Dude came to Alabama and showed out. I saw that fool running from the police and like ran through like a door or something, like glass.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield in college was nuts, man.
He was drunk. He was still in college. He was drunk running from the. My cousin used to sell him Oxycontin. My cousin in Oklahoma used to sell him Oxys while he was in college. He's third Baker. I swear to God.
No, Baker in college was crazy, man.
My cousin served him Oxy. Real talk.
Yeah.
But to answer Nate Dawg's question, if Johnny Manziel couldn't make it in boring ass Cleveland, Ohio, he was never going to be able to control himself in any of these other major cities.
In Dallas, Lord have mercy, man.
In Dallas, LA, New York, Florida, none of those cities.
Bro, even Jacksonville, he would have been a bust, bro.
That man might have been dead. He might have been dead.
He says it. He goes, if Dallas would have drafted me, I would have died.
I would have died. Exactly.
Yeah.
He said that.
Dang.
His dad literally cut ties with him completely because of how
he was a party animal in Cleveland, Ohio. There ain't shit to do in Cleveland, Ohio.
No, he been a party animal at Texas A&M, bro.
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, man. 45 minutes away from Cleveland. There is barely any fucking thing to do in Cleveland. People in Cleveland go to Columbus when they want to party.
Yeah, it's literally just the Browns games, right? That's what I've heard.
I used to drive for a company out of Youngstown. Like the main terminal was out of Youngstown.
Well, a lot of
drove
people
to
work
I-80.
in
You drove
Ohio,
up and down to I-80.
and they live in Kentucky.
Really?
They call red trucks, yeah.
I know a lot of people from Ohio moved down to Atlanta. I didn't hear about Kentucky.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. I knew Johnny Manziel was a bust, man. Skip Bayless hyped him up like a motherfucker.
He did so
When
bad.
Skip Bayless hypes someone up, you ignore it.
But
Yeah,
here's the
Well,
thing,
the
like
media-
he
Skip Bayless is the Jeff Kavanaugh of ESPN.
Skip Bayless made. Let's be honest. Skip made his career by shitting on LeBron and hyping up Johnny Manziel, man, because that guy just from
Man, get LeBron off my team. Get this man off my team, bro.
No, but I mean, look, we can say what we want, whether you like LeBron or don't like LeBron. Skip makes his living. He's the main one, the first guy to call LeBron that clutch. So like, he was the main one to like rip him up. So
Just asking a question. That's all.
what did you ask, man?
He also told people that Jalen Hurts. He also said that Jalen Hurts was going to win a Super Bowl before Dak Prescott.
Dude, I don't think Skip Bayless is a fake cowboy. He's on his show.
He's a shock job.
Dude, he wears the Eagles jersey, bro. He's not a real fan.
Jerseys, and I'm like, this dude claims he's a Cowboy fan. He's not, man.
No, he ain't shit, bro.
He does shit for
he was rooting for Jalen Hurts.
No, he was.
He said Jalen Hurts would get a Super Bowl before Dak.
He's a Tom Brady fan. That's the
Hey,
thing.
champ, you a fan of these two running backs we got in the draft, man?
That kid, what's his name? Sarah, the one in a 7th round pick.
Phil Maffa.
Maffa, man, that kid, he remind me a little bit of Marion Barbarian.
He's gonna be running back one. Phil Maffa.
Man, you know what? I'm sorry. That's my number one running back, followed by Blue.
Because Blue is a change of pace.
Yes, but that kid Maffa, what the hell his name is? Man, Phil Maffa, man. Yeah, short yardage runs, get that defense tired. If the Cowboys say what they gonna do, run the ball. But like everybody else said on the panel, I see it when I believe it.
The only thing we gotta hope is they drafted him, so like we know how they treat their drafted guys. So
just like last year, you remember that defensive tackle they drafted last year for Auburn?
Oh, Rogers.
Yeah, they got rid of him, but you went with Old and Dusty and Maxi Pad.
But they brought him back though, right?
Brought him back.
Yeah, but he still didn't play.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
What D tackles they keep this year and what they cut. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Listen, man, if we have a top 10 pick, bro, can we please get the Clemson D tackle that's coming out next year? I forgot his name, but let's get him and actually fix
Which
this.
one are you talking about now? Because there's 3 of them, and one's a true D tackle, the other one's a 2 ends.
Yeah, let me search up his name. I have in the back of my head. I'm trying to remember.
The kid you were talking about, Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. That's the guy I want.
They got him listed as an end, but he's like 6. He's not big. He's like 6'2", 260, 270.
I thought he's like 315 pounds.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Not that I started yet, but
Do y'all remember the tag team Natural Disasters?
yeah.
Earthquake
and Tugboat. That's who we need.
Well, that's who the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has for their defensive tackles.
I heard Tugboat name so long. Dang.
Hold on.
Vita Vea, fucking tsunami, bro.
And then the other kid, he's what you call him, Avalanche.
Oh, Desmond Watson. They signed him. Yeah, he just needs to lose.
I was watching a match the other day when Veda I got ripped out. Y'all remember that match?
Oh, with his eye.
Yeah.
I had to look the other way. That shit grosses me.
He was in Japan. I got
Oh yeah, I found him. Yeah, Peter Woods, bro.
6'3", 220.
Yeah, dude, he a beast, bro.
The big dude is hold on. I think it's Keandra Falk, 6'6", 290, if I'm not mistaken. No, excuse me. DeMonte Caphart. I had him last year, but he came back. DeMonte Caphart. He's 6'5", 330. Clemson has legit like 4 good defensive linemen in the top. Put it this way. In my top 11, it's early. No one's ever played yet. In my top 11, I got 3 Clemson defensive linemen.
What do you have the Auburn? You know what I'm talking about, Kedrick Falk. Where do you have him ranked?
3. I got him 3 right now.
man.
Who's your number one then? Who's your number one?
Can't tell. It's much too early, man. I can't tell my secrets.
Is it TJ Parker?
I'm going to be honest with you. At this point in the game, I no longer put colleges next to players because they transfer so much. And I don't want to have to redo shit. And I do shit old school by hand. So, I mean, I'm big on Dante Corleone from Cincinnati, the Godfather. 6'4", 330. He could have came out 2 years ago. He was buzzed. He had a problem with blood clots in his lungs. He's a beast.
Damn.
Zane Durant Pitt is a beast. Here's another kid. Remember this name. Tywone Malone. 6'4", 300, Ohio State. He started off at Ole Miss. Ironically, he was New Jersey's #1 recruit. Ironically, Ole Miss, who went to Ole Miss? Eli Manning. I'm sure they gave him a bag, and he went from Jersey down to Ole Miss. But he's also a really great baseball player. That's how athletic this kid is. He's 6'3", 300, and he played baseball in high school and in college. He was the #1 recruit in the state, and then he didn't like it, and he moved over to Ohio State now. That's a name to look out for big time. Then also Daniel. See, there's a whole bunch of dudes this year. Some people say they're D-tackles. Some people dig their ends. You got Danny Dana Sutton from Penn State. Bro, the kid is 6'5", like 280. They're calling him an end. That's a big-ass end, man. Listen, it's a good year. It's another good running back class. It's a really good quarterback class. It's a really good wide receivers.
It's a bad class. It's a bad wide receiver class, bro.
It's a really short.
Who is T-Love?
Very small.
Is this Junkie? Because he's talking. I mean, the content of his comment sounds like Junkie.
Oh, you know who I have? Savage Caleb Banks, 6'6", 325.
You talking in code? I don't know what you're talking about.
What position?
Now go to his first comment.
D-tackle, Florida.
Hold y'all to the back. So that makes me
look him up, bro. You'll be impressed. He's got good side, and he moves really well.
Wait up, I gotta see if I got him.
That gotta be Junkie then.
It's Junkie for sure. It's Junkie.
Well, no, that might be Playmaker, guys. Like Nate Dogg said.
What bet did we hold with that fucking moron?
Man, what happened to man? When I grew up, I used to watch girls, young women go get a full tattoo. Why all these football players getting anesthesia? I just seen Jalen Carter.
Because they're cunts. They're cunts. I got both of my shins are blasted. Both of my shins are blasted. And you want to talk pain? Yo, on the bone? That's pain. I lost all respect for Dak Prescott when he had to get knocked out to get a tattoo. He lost his man card that day, bro.
Then the college at the anesthesia for like a chest and stomach piece. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, we didn't grow up like that. We got that, man. It was pain, no gain. Boy, you had to take it, man.
You know what? That Prescott get a hangnail. We suck. We
fucking suck.
Bro, you standing next to
who do you got a running back?
Oh, Jeremiah Love is the best running back next year. No question.
When we said jump off if you want to, that's when I wanted to fucking.
Oh my god, yeah.
Walked in the pep on his step when he lost and he had picks in the game. When it back on his ass.
The way you said jumped off, like we were ever even in the first place.
I remember telling you, I'm gonna give you my therapist's number, but I don't remember first. Sir.
Hey, fellas, I gotta leave in a minute, but I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too. What's up?
Does the offseason so far change the number of games y'all think we're gonna win?
Hell no.
Not for me.
Yes, it does. We go from 5 wins to 6 wins.
Who are you? That's what we asking.
It's for short sports junkie. What else?
I went from 5 to 7 because I think you can beat the Chargers.
It changes.
I think you can beat the Vikings.
It changes.
I didn't have them.
I took my numbers up.
I think we'll win a couple more games. Yeah.
I took my numbers up. I do. I actually got us. I'm gonna say 8 and 9.
Okay, what about you, Sean?
I had us at 5. I had a 5 and 12, and now I think it's gonna be. I think they can get 7 wins now.
So I think 7 to 8 ish around there.
What about you, Savage?
6-11.
Yeah, but I'm with Savage.
Okay,
We still
I
got
went-
expecting Savage to go winless.
You know what?
until
I think 3 games from
Until
3 to 6.
until they can prove me wrong.
So that means everybody thinks that we moved in the right direction this offseason.
I think so.
Not much. Not for me.
You know
Yeah,
what?
a little
I
bit.
mean, we can't say that for certain because we haven't seen them on the field yet.
We haven't seen them on the field.
I'm gonna go back.
We can't say anything for certain.
I'm gonna go back to 7 because I still don't like that defensive front. So I'm gonna go back to 7.
That I agree with.
But also-
Bro, why didn't they just trade for a D tackle instead of this receiver, bro? That would have helped us way
That's
more.
all we have to trade for is wide receivers. That's it.
Bro, like
He's this guy
we
right
could have signed a receiver in free agency, bro. We still Keenan Allen or Amari Cooper is right there. We could have gotten a good D tackle. Then I would have been much more hyped, and it would have helped us more.
I still would
everything
not
is
have
for
wanted a
number 4.
defensive tackle though for only 17 games.
I don't like leasing. I don't like leasing players. This is a 1-year lease.
This is a joke, bro. Yo, we gave up next season.
And you can still bring in Cooper.
Look how we were this year for no 4th. We're
Yeah.
going to be doing
Chip,
this
I don't
next year. And more than likely, if we suck again, that's going to be an early 3rd round pick. And now we're not going to have it. I don't know what we did, but next year we traded picks away. We only had 6. Now we're down to 5 picks for next year. Who knows how many comp picks we're going to get?
We'll probably get like 4 comp picks.
We're going to get. It'll be off of last year.
Yeah, so DeMarcus Lawrence is 1, Jordan Lewis is 2, then Chauncey Golson's 3, and then who's the 4th one? Rico Dowdle.
So we'll get like 4 round 7s next year.
No, we'll get 2 5s, a 6, and a 7. That's what I heard. Because Jordan Lewis and DeMarcus Lawrence got big contracts, and they're probably going to play a lot on their new teams. Because Seattle, they have no pass rushers. They're going to need him to play, and Jacksonville needs besides Hunter, they don't have any other corner.
I hope they run right at fucking DeMarcus Lawrence as the entire Seattle game.
We're going to play 7 games.
Fuck
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, screw
I can't stand
we're going to play 7 games.
I can't
The
stand
same
him, man.
motherfucker who said we was
telling you,
tired.
I got the
We
jersey.
We're tired, bro.
I got the
I
jersey
hope they
on order.
retire his ass, man. I hope they run out his ass and retire him, man.
I have the jersey on order. We was tired on the back.
Wow. I've been saying for years, Eshan can tell you, don't get rid of this. I've been on Tank for years.
On D-Law, you've been on him for like at least the past 5-6 years.
Years.
You know
Bro,
what?
we overpaid for a run stuffer, bro. He ain't nothing as a pass rusher. He's just a run stuffer.
End.
You know what?
When you say if y'all don't give me the contract, I'm gonna have surgery so I can sit out. I'm done with it.
Man, I was done with him then. Because I'm
When you
like,
say something like that, bro, no, it's over.
mhm. And the Cowboys so dumb and scared they paid the fool anyway.
Folded and paid him.
Mike
They did the same thing with Zeke.
Why not
They did the
just
same shit with
throw
Zeke.
it?
They sure did the same thing with Zeke. I said, why pay Zeke? You got Pollard, ask somebody else. They don't need Zeke if he wants that kind of money.
When they broke the bank with D-Law, I think in 3 seasons he had 5 sacks total, I think, or something like that.
But
I thought his best shit was 6.5.
Something like around there ish. I don't know.
He had a one good season. I forgot what. I think it was like 2017 or 18 or something. One good season of 11 sacks. Everything else, it's like 5 sacks or less.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I gotta go, man.
Offensive line at all yet?
Take care, man.
All right, man.
What did you say, Savage?
When he said he wouldn't get the surgery,
The only guy I've heard of is Caden Proctor, but he's an Alabama dude, so.
He's like 6'7", 370.
But he's huge, but dude, it's Alabama, bro. I'll believe it when I see it.
Muaga. Look up Francis Muaga.
Out of Miami.
Right tackle. His brother just went to the Jets. Bro, he's like legit, like 350, and he has like 7% body fat. Bro, he has like for his size, he has like the lowest body fat on his team. He's pure muscle. He started since he was a true freshman. He's my number 1 offensive tackle.
Well, there's also the Utah dude.
The Samoan dude, Puna or something like that.
No, Spencer Fano.
Fitz was the first person I ever heard to call out DeMarcus Lawrence.
I met
from the jump.
last name.
Let me tell you though, right now, my favorite man, if he wasn't injury prone, I love Jeremiah Love. He's much better than Ashton Jeanty because he played against non-Mountain West teams, bro. That's a hot take, but that's my take, bro.
You know what's so sad? We talk about next year's draft because we think, somebody who's not on the panel right now, I think Cowboys gonna make it to the playoffs. I'm not gonna say who, but me, I still got Cowboys. I don't know. I still got to win it.
No, man. This season,
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm sorry. I think we have to still draft another running back next year. This is
We
how
should get Jeremiah Love, bro.
agree.
Trust me on this one.
you like Jeremiah Love better than Nicholas Singleton from Penn State?
1,000%, because Nicholas Singleton is sharing carries with Katron Allen. Dude, Jeremiah Love is the focal point of that Notre Dame offense. And he's going to be this
I
year.
would say he's faster. But now, what are you going to do? His entire offensive line left. Is he going to?
Oh, he'd still be good, dude. Notre Dame always reloads on the O-line, bro.
They all left. They got big NIL.
It was all, and also they were backups too. A lot of the guys are coming back from injury. Trust me, Jeremiah Love is going to have a great season.
like him. I like the kid Moss from Texas A&M. I like.
Oh,
him.
Le'Veon Moss, yeah, he was good too before he got injured.
Don't sleep on Jaden Ott either. He transferred.
Oh yeah, he sucked at Cal, but Cal had a terrible system at Oklahoma. He might go off as well. Yeah,
he's gonna go off.
The only receiver I even like this year is Carnell Tate, because Ohio State, they always produce good receivers, bro, no matter what.
South Carolina got this kid. He's like all world and everything, but playing football. So
Nick Harbor, dude, he's like a Olympic athlete trying to play football, bro.
Yeah, and he sucks. He should go to WWE.
That's like me,
bro.
saying
If he actually was good, bro. If he was actually good, bro, he would have been drafted this year. Like, he ain't worth a damn, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with him, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah, he just never translated, bro.
What happened? What happened to you? Used to have the original Rocky 3 in the back going all the time with Clubber Lang. You used to have that playing all the time.
Always had his headset like he worked for IBM.
Yeah. I know you like. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me?
He do.
That is facts.
He got his headset for IBM in the night.
Every time he goes live, I can't hear him. He has problems with his volume.
Yeah, he's on that IT.
Oh yeah, no, Savage. I was there the other day. I couldn't hear him either, bro.
I have
the IT support
I'll keep
going.
Dak. He said fifth to the word.
Microphone fiend, can you fix your mic?
Would y'all keep Dak top five? Oh, that's a good question.
Top five defense.
Top five defense.
Top five defense.
I will have Dak stuff sitting outside, boy.
Man,
are you
top five defense?
Here's your bags.
We don't have.
Hey, Dak, go play the Canadian Football League.
Hey, listen.
Wait a minute. I know Corner watching right now. Corner, answer that question. Would you have Dak or top five defense?
Ask that offense that had Trent Dilfer. Who would they?
Sports Junkie, if you have that.
100%.
Listen, it's been. I know it's a passing league and the league has changed, but it's still proven, bro. You need a good defense to win. Defense wins championships, bro.
Our safeties, bro, suck, bro.
They suck bad.
I was shocked. We didn't
my OG. That's funny.
You know what we could do next year, though? We could draft Caleb Downs.
I do. I did like Clark.
Your headset like your car salesman.
Syracuse. That's the only undrafted free agent I like is Clark.
Tell Sense he don't worry about none of that. He ain't got nothing to do. He don't know about no trucking.
Yo, where's the background?
Sit back there and work on those fish tanks.
Where's the background?
We're on those fish tanks, cuzzo.
Shit. Where's the Rocky 3 in the background? It's Clubber Lang.
What's up, Sports Junkie panel and Junkie? What?
This
ain't
is not
no Sports Junkie panel.
Who are you talking about?
Wrong channel.
Yeah, you definitely on the wrong channel.
This man went on the wrong channel.
Okay, here's my Sports Junkie pick. Man, that guy help now. We're going to the Super Bowl. Yay!
He never said that, but I mean, he thinks that Dak's a top 10.
Stanky Toes on Twitter losing his mind. He's so happy.
Of course he is.
Man, you know what? Somebody, Dak Attack said that this the top with Cowboys trading for Pickens. This the top 5 wide receiver group in the NFL.
If Dak Prescott says he would think it's wine.
A spin on sneaky foot. You might, Isha, I know you're in Hollywood. There was a movie with Daniel Day-Lewis, something like where he played like my left foot or something. I don't know what it was called, but he played like a person on the spectrum. It was called, and like he can only do stuff with his feet.
Yeah, my left foot. My left foot's the name of the movie.
Okay, so that's Stinky Foot's new name is my left foot. yo, Fifth, you want to lift your ass up? Just look at my left foot, bro. That's Stinky Foot. Yeah.
Hey, OG, you sell insurance?
Oh, he said not group top 5 duo. Okay. I have to see what he can do over here, man. Y'all got to factor in this new O-line, Dak Prescott, and all. You got to still factor in all that stuff. Those variables count, man.
And you know what? I still got major concerns on that left tackle position.
Yo, that guy Duke Merriweather threw Tyler Guyton under the bus.
I hate to say, bro, but it's looking like Tyler Guyton is going to be a bust, bro.
Don't be
We have
shocked.
to wait and see. I want to wait and see.
Listen, today is May the 7th. Don't be shocked. We draft another tackle next year.
Bro, no, I don't want to draft a tackle next year. I want to get a D tackle next year.
Corner, you
I
got to go back.
understand that, but what do we do for going into 2026 season without a right tackle and without a left tackle?
Right tackle will be Guyton.
Say that again.
The right tackle can be Guyton. Left tackle, I don't know.
That's what Champ want. Champ want to do that so bad, y'all.
Yeah, I want because we don't have a left tackle.
Man, I'm telling you guys, this defensive tackle class next year is going to be really good, bro. If we can get a badass D tackle room, that will make our defense so much improved. It'll help the linebackers and the safeties.
We could have got a badass defensive tackle this year. We just decided to
wait till the 7th round.
It's the Cowboys, man. You never know.
I don't. These guys, bro, they drafted Savon Rivel Jr. over all the available D tackles. Even a running back would have been better, bro.
Yeah.
You know what?
Iowa, Caleb Johnson. I would have rather have him than.
And you're gonna laugh. All the teams are ripping Pittsburgh for drafting Caleb Johnson.
I heard so. Yeah.
Why though?
Because they're fucking idiots. These people they're idiots. Let's be honest, man.
Caleb Johnson should have went like round 2. The fact that he slid is a testament that teams don't know how to draft.
He ran a slow 40. It's idiots. They go by analytics more than by tape. You know.
No, but the number 1 player though next year's draft it's Caleb Downs, bro.
Safety's number 1. Huh?
Safety out of Ohio State.
Safety's never gone higher than. Wow.
He did. Yeah. He did.
Savage said he was air humping in the war room.
He'd said him.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He was going like this.
No, yeah. Jerry Jones.
You can go to my live. I said it. I hope you die.
Jerry Jones. That's so morbid.
He was like doing the air humping move.
He was. Yeah. He was fucking.
Like we just drafted,
He acted like we drafted Randy Moss.
Yeah, he's acting like we just Randy Moss.
Yo, Jay, this is what I fear, man. I think this might happen, Jay, for real. Pickens is a hothead.
Hey, let's hope that happens. Dak has never been screamed out of his life.
He's gonna smack fucking Dak Prescott in the mouth.
Dak Prescott is a cook, bro.
George Pickens, yeah.
Savage. I understand the safety's never been like drafted number 1 overall. I'm just saying, talent wise, as of right now, it's way too early. I think Caleb Downs is the best player next year.
Tyler Guy, your left tackle.
What do you think of Sonny Styles? What do you think of him?
Is he the linebacker for Ohio State?
Yeah, he was the safety that ate himself into linebacker.
This dude's such a troll.
Honestly, I don't know much about him. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Beast. He's has the athleticism of a safety, but he's 6'4", 250 playing linebacker.
Okay, question. How many downs will Guyton to give up his first sack to Dak Prescott? I ain't saying game.
Fuck it, I don't know.
Downs, first down, bro.
Don't take long. Huh?
This is what happens when you move people. Just because you did it once.
They should be ready. You want sauce?
Oh,
I'll take toast.
Whoa.
Jeez.
What for sauce? What kind of sauce?
I don't know.
Play action bootleg sauce.
Play out your bootleg with barbecue sauce on it.
It's like
Play
I won't give up on Tyler Guyton until I see him at right tackle. So now, if he sucked at right tackle, yeah, then it was bad. It was a bad pick. But if Tyler Guyton is not Tyler Guyton, we could be drafting another offensive lineman next year. I'm just letting everybody know that. I'm serious.
But you know
No,
what
you
thing
ain't
about
wrong.
the Jones boys? They refuse to believe that they're wrong.
Of course they do.
Just like, hey, they got that Vinny Mac. Vinny McMahon was the same way.
Tyler
Hey,
Booker he wasn't even my guard one. He wasn't my guard one, Tyler Booker.
Hey guys, Stinky Foot's remember what he said, bro?
What he said.
Guys, Monty Smith's gonna be better than Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
And in Attack on Cowboys called this guy the draft guru.
Attack on Cowboys probably thinks if Dak fucking pisses, it's wine.
Bro, I don't know if you saw. So there's this podcast that he's on. I watch it only because of John Machota. He's the only guy I even care to watch on there.
Yeah.
He got kicked off on there because of him being that much of an idiot, bro. They literally kicked him off the
He's a
podcast.
child, man. He acts like a child, so I don't have
I'm in the game before he get big. Are you talking about Tyler Guyton?
Real quick.
I don't think they're gonna bench him this year.
If they bench him,
You know
again,
what? You know what? I'm going. I think Cowboys corner got this right. Awesome Richards is going to start at left tackle.
They want to move him into left. They want to move him to guard. They want to move.
They really want to put Tyler Smith out there at tackle.
Okay, but you know why that doesn't make sense? Why are you going to put a kid who's in his rookie year, his contract year? You're going to slide him out to left tackle, and now he goes. Now you got to pay him like $30 million a year instead of $20 million a year. That doesn't make sense. I'll listen. I'll salvage Dak. He can, let him get Dak killed. Let Guyton get Dak killed, just so we can save that $10 million a year to pay another player.
it's going to be Steele who gets Dak killed. That guy gives up sacks like it's.
I don't want.
Well, you know what? It's both of them. Steele and guy.
Steele is fucking terrible, man.
Steele should be the first one on the chopping block.
Man,
I said that.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? Steele's gonna be the next Anthony Munoz, bro. What are you talking about?
Steele is terrible, man.
No, Steele sucks, bro. I can't even say that with a straight face.
When you
He's terrible.
Steele remind me of the Miz.
When you say it like we just gave him a third round for 17 games, boy, that's tough.
It is, man.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
That's why I came out and I ripped in, and people are calling me, "Oh, you're negative." I go, "No, bro, I'm for real." I go, if you're looking for all fucking roses and honey, I go, you're at the wrong channel, bro. You're in the wrong channel.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you what's right. We just gave up a third round pick for 17 games. Oh, we can franchise him. For a franchise tag for a wide receiver got to be $20 million.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like $20 million.
And bro, I'm telling you, if you pay him, you're gonna divide that locker room even more. Guys are gonna be like, "Yo, I've been here 4 or 5 years. I ain't getting shit. You're gonna pay this kid." You got Mike as a free agent. Smith's is becoming a free agent. Trey Smith, whatever his name is, the left guard. Ferguson's a free agent. Bland's a free agent. We have like 17 free agents, but we're gonna pay George Pickens.
Wow.
Comical.
Yeah.
Comical.
You know what?
He's a 1 year rental, and then we're gonna get a comp pick. That's what's gonna happen.
You know what? I still don't trust the $60 million quarterback to throw the wide receiver open.
None of us do.
And you know how I broke it down to like the tards? I go, if you were picking fantasy football, George Pickens would be your wide receiver 3. But now you think he's going to be like,
like I said earlier in the show, I mean, Dak will have he won't, I don't think he's going to have 11 touchdowns and 8 picks heading into halfway through the season to the point. I mean, I think he'll have better numbers in that season, but some motherfuckers are acting like we're all of a sudden Super Bowl bound and stuff. I'm like,
these guys think, bro, that we just got Randy Moss, bro.
Yeah,
that's what these guys. So, these guys are acting like we went from middle of the pack to a Super Bowl. That's what they're acting like.
He'll probably be around what he was 2 years ago in the regular season, Dak. I think that's
for you. He said that's question for you.
Let me ask you.
We had no wide receivers in the locker room.
We didn't have
Exactly.
We had none.
He was our only one.
He was our only one.
He's speaking on the fact that we already got guys that's been here putting in work.
I don't think
Tyler Smith needs to get paid, bro.
That's what you're talking about, Nick.
I'm saying we had camp bodies at wide receiver when we traded for Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Now we got guys at all positions that are like.
That's the wide receiver tag for next year? No way.
Jesus, really?
I can see that. I can see that.
Well, the cap is going up, though.
Yeah.
The cap is going up.
No, it is. I mean,
so that's probably why it's so expensive.
Yo, Pickens would have to get like 33 touchdowns to get franchised.
Remember, Champs wanted Micah to get like 33 sacks and like fucking 10 interceptions or something.
$45 million a year.
How ironic! Micah said, "I don't need to be the most. I don't need even to get 40 million." But now, all of a sudden, his contract talks have stalled.
Exactly.
Man, but no one even believed what he said in the first place. Let's be real. That was just lip service.
Yeah.
And you know what the sad part is? When he get paid, he's gonna.
Man.
Yo, LT did it the best.
Oh no! I mean, if we think Michael's a diva now, just wait until he gets paid.
When Abdul Carter asked to wear Lawrence Taylor's 56, he said,
"Nah."
He said, "You on crack, kid?" He said, "Give me the crack. I want to smoke it." Yo, you got. That's how kids, though. A lot of kids put themselves in a pigeonhole by that, bro. You do not walk into a franchise, and a lot of young quarterbacks do it too. You don't ask for that number, bro. You're setting yourself up for failure, bro.
You are. I agree.
That's
also why do these guys always ask for retired numbers? They're retired, bro. They should only be given out if like their player's son makes it to the league or something, and the family has permission.
It's an inflated head. You know, the moment that people compared Micah to LT, he mentally completely turned and flipped. So, you know, I mean, it's an inflated head.
My whole life, I watched LT.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Dallas doesn't have any retired numbers, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
They don't retire.
You just don't. Yeah.
They don't do Gary like money. He ain't retired no numbers, especially like 88 and 21, 22.
Yeah, if you're a good cornerback, he'll use 21. If you're
it's gonna be an 88 after CD Lamb.
100%.
Edges, he loves 94 for Haley. You know, that's all money, man.
Yeah, Randy Gregory, bro.
Randy Gregory.
And also, isn't Nealon 94 now?
They said 22. 22.
Yeah, one less jersey to sell. Absolutely, man.
It's all about money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, in Dallas, that's what it is. It's all about
money. 100% it's money.
You know what is crazy, though? So this is like obviously completely different, but dude, think about it. If you're like in the Lakers, for example, how many numbers do they have retired? They have like over 15 numbers retired, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about
They better run out of numbers at this rate.
Yeah.
But the way they retire numbers, like shit, man.
Well, the Cowboys and the Lakers are run completely differently. So.
Well, I'm just saying, like, this is also basketball too, but I'm way different. But like, man, bro, they have they probably have the most jersey retirements in all of sports, bro.
I've been saying it since we paid Dak. They signed Dak to sell jerseys. Point blank period.
Facts.
I've been saying it since the moment we signed him. They paid him to sell jerseys. So
you're not getting 12, 22, or 8.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, man. It's just that Dak's contract put us back so far. It's crazy.
I've been not any 22 when we're starting to hit. All right, man. We're gonna final thoughts. We're gonna get out of here. Ishan, we'll come to you first. Jerry couldn't clearly think we were gonna win anything. Do you think this was for making up for not drafting a receiver, or do you think this was like, okay, let me get my quarterback more help?
I think it's to get Dak more help. Now, granted, I was the first one to say, like, I thought we was going receiver in the draft. Very wrong about that. Pleasantly wrong about that. But I just think because everyone in the draft was bitching about not getting a receiver, frankly, and everyone's like, oh, Dak doesn't have help. Dak doesn't have this. I think he was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to give this guy another weapon. And I mean, so I do think it's to help Dak, but frankly, everything that they've done is to help Dak. And I just, like we said the whole show, there's just no excuses for this guy at this point. If this goes the way that I anticipated going, it's going to be another wasted talent, man. And I hope I'm wrong about this, but I mean, I think it's just this will probably be like two seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, something like that. So I think I like George Pickens. I don't love it. I like it. But I mean, to answer the question directly, it's just like I think it's to appease Dak, because everything that they do is to appease Dak, from Jerry telling McCarthy to dumb down the plays basically to this. Everything is you know what I'm saying? So it all boils down to that, bottom line. So that's my thing. It's Dak, man. That's it.
Okay. Cool Cowboy. 2 new running back fresh legs. It's already got a top 5 receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Now you add George Pickens. With those running backs, with our new duo receiver core, do you see us passing more, running more?
Honestly, I think they're gonna run more, man, because Dak Prescott, bro, take the ball out of his hands, man. They gotta take the ball out of his hands, because every time they put the ball in his hands, that's where you get in big trouble, and that's where he throws interceptions, has shitty footwork, all that bullshit. So let's hope they run the ball more.
But I real quick, Fifth, I just wanted to ask. I just have this question. With Cool Cowboy, that's the great logical answer. I completely agree with that logically. But Dak threw 60 attempts in the playoff Packer game, and I think the problem I have with it is that the Cowboys treat him like he's elite. You know what I mean? And he thinks I think he's elite. So we've been saying dumb down, like Dak should not throw like more than 25 to 30 passes for years at this point. Like how many years? Like probably his whole career we've been saying that, honestly.
Forever.
So, why should we believe that they're going to do it now all of a sudden? 10 years in, when you give this dude this much of money?
I mean, you have a point. You have a point, but at the same time,
all of a sudden, like the census now, like I just don't. That's my only caveat to that. You know what I mean?
I know, I get what you're saying, but the thing is, though, is that like they've invested a lot in this run game, and they've been talking it up. They've never talked it up. This them wanting to run the football and investing in the same offseason. Because you remember under the Mike McCarthy days, they'd always talk about we need to get better at running the ball. They never did anything.
Well, no. Right.
Now they're actually doing something about it.
Yeah.
But drafting 2 running backs in the 7th round isn't exactly going all in.
Exactly.
On running.
Well, one of those in the 5th round.
But Savage, you kind of promoted that. We could have waited. You kind of said.
Yeah, I get that. Yes, but I said I wouldn't have minded also going. Blue was 15 for me. Jaden Blue was 15, and Maffa was 21 on my list. But I'm saying we could have went later if we would have got other picks earlier. But listen, when we took Tyler Booker in round 1, I just went like this because the BPA, I'm sorry, was Tyler Warren. The BPA was the tight end from Penn State, Tyler Warren. And he would have helped out Dak with the short passes, and he would have helped out in the run blocking. And if you see the guards that went in round 2, bro, you could have got your guard round 2. But what do I know?
You could have got the West Virginia guard.
He went, I don't want to talk about that, man.
But can we score points? So that's the thing.
Listen, and one thing, if you end a person's career, you should get the handicap sticker for your helmet. You should have a special sticker. I'm sorry. If you retire someone, like, you got to get – what are you drinking, OG? What are you drinking over there?
The big
Cowboys corner said a tight end is never BPA in round 1.
Well, like I said, good thing we all opinionated.
Yeah.
It's all the count. It's all
I guess the Chiefs, you would probably, I don't know if you were born yet, but I guess the Chiefs should have passed on Tony Gonzalez in round 1.
Right.
I guess the Chiefs should have passed on him. And some people will argue he's the best that's ever played. Some people will.
They always argue him and Shannon Sharp.
No, he ain't, bro. It's Gronkowski.
Yeah, it's
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's Rob Gronkowski.
Corner's just saying that because it's Tyler Warren. Don't y'all pay Corner no attention. He just said that because it's Tyler Warren. That's all.
Tyler Warren should have been the Cowboys' #1 pick.
100%. Look
Are you
at
sure?
look at the
Are you
guard.
sure, champ?
Look at the guard.
Another
Champ.
tight end. So why would you drop another tight end? When
Okay,
you
don't
already
mind,
got
don't mind,
Prescott?
OG. Don't mind.
I'm gonna come to you in a minute, OG. Hold up, champ. Let me ask you this: today, if you had to pick, would you to trade it for that wide receiver, or you to trade it for a better defensive tackle?
Defensive tackle.
Okay.
Defensive tackles don't sell jerseys.
Don't give a damn.
It was in the
I want to win,
1997.
They
It's a
made this
Cowboys fan.
trade to shut up the fans. They made this trade. They made this trade to give all the Dakaronis what they want. I just want to know what their excuse is going to be at the end of the year when Dak's laying on the ground like this. You know what I'm trying to say? I just want to see. So now you got no excuses.
They'll find an excuse.
Oh, they got excuses written a mile long already, man.
They're gonna say the defense let them down.
I got my final question for OG. OG, we in week 5. You ain't seeing no progression from Prescott. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What you want me to say? Bring in Milton? I mean, that's gonna be your only option. I mean, can Milton? The problem is, can Milton complete passes? I mean, he's a Dak Prescott 2.0.
No, he's not. Not even close.
I mean, can he complete passes? I mean, that's going to be
body
the
styles
thing.
are both completely different.
I mean, you're gonna have to run a whole separate offense. I mean, you're gonna have to run that play action bootleg Mississippi Tall Sweet.
That's
I mean, you see Philly running it, you gonna see Washington running it. So, I mean, how you gonna score points with Dak Prescott? You got Pickens, but you got to get the ball downfield. The problem is scoring points.
I'm telling you right now, our two guards are not meant for sweeps or counter trades.
We don't know that. I mean,
no, I'm telling you that they are.
I mean,
they're big bulldozers, especially the kid Booker. Don't expect him seeing him 15 yards downfield. He'll give you his best 7, 8, 9 yards. And that's it.
Dak Prescott is out there doing CD Lamb routes and then fooling you and then putting film out there. So I'm ready. But there's no defense out there to tag you and hit you in your mouth, you know, and then to stop another injury. I mean, bro, I watched film of that. And I was like, he was cringing when he was getting mad. I mean,
I heard Dak Prescott is
that fifth quarter said it's a young man's game. And can he continue to take hits? And when he continue to get beat down, are you going to bring Milton in? So is Milton going to be the man for you? So that's what I said earlier. They need to get Milton ready. But you know, what Pickens going to do? Is he going to help the offense? I mean, what's going to be the other excuses? I mean,
they're going to find an excuse. They're going to find some excuse for Dak. I mean, there is none. But they'll find something. So I don't know, man. There is no excuse, but you know the Dak fans will find something.
I just want a Thanksgiving game where all of our quarterbacks are hurt and Will Greer comes in and scores 4 touchdowns.
No, dude,
wait a minute. Wait, let me ask you this. Does anybody like Milton?
Huh?
Yeah, I like Milton.
Yeah,
he's doing the delicious.
What do you like about Milton besides he threw a 70 a sideline pass with a dart down the tightrope? That's in pre that last season. So what do you like about Milton?
He got to be like 6'5". How tall is he?
I have no idea. Let's find out.
6'5".
Thank you. So
he a big boy.
OG, I got a question for you, man.
Prescott ain't no 6'5".
Shoot away.
If let's forget the money, forget everything. Let's say Dak Prescott was off this team. Who would you want as your quarterback?
Milton.
You don't want Trey Lance, your boy?
That's out of my hands now. I mean, Trey Lance talk is over. That's over. I mean, this is who Spencer said he wanted. He was pushing for behind Dak Prescott. He said we traded for he said that we traded for he said we traded for a draft pick for Milton. So I want to see, you know, since everybody was hating on Lance, I want to see is Milton going to play. They're gonna treat Milton like they treated Trey Lance.
Probably. They're going to troll the fans for
But
sure.
you know what I'm going to be honest about? What I don't like? You bring in quarterbacks.
Right.
But
And don't play them.
No, that's one thing. But the only proper way to diagnose them and watch them is if they're playing with the ones.
Exactly.
If they're playing with the 2s and the 3s, you cannot grade him. I'm sorry, that's me. You can only give him a grade if he's playing with the exact same personnel. But what do I know? I'm an idiot, bro. What do I know?
Well, we all are idiots though. If Dak Prescott is getting all the snaps and he's taking all the reps and then he's overthrowing, he's getting banged up, he is like looking like a deer in headlights. I mean, it's just awful. I seen a play earlier today when he ran a play action bootleg Mississippi and he against Detroit and he threw the ball. CeeDee Lamb was open on the route coming across the middle. He didn't throw to CeeDee Lamb. He threw the ball to Ferguson the other way, and like 2 or 3 defensive players was around the ball. The most boneheaded plays.
You ever see that movie National Lampoons? He's like, don't worry, call. That
Yeah.
dog is half Mississippi Coonhound.
That shit is
He goes, if he goes to work on your leg, just let him go. Let him
Right.
finish.
That Mississippi toss sweep is going to stick. That shit is hilarious.
Man,
Mississippi toss sweep.
Let's run that all year, man.
That
Mississippi
shit's
toss
hilarious.
sweep, bootleg play.
We need to put that on a t-shirt.
Hey, Eshawn, it's the same thing Philly run and Washington run.
But Doug, I've never heard someone say that before.
It's the same thing. It's just the same thing. But they're not running down the line and pitching the ball.
I've never heard anyone say that
different
before.
name.
It's something that we did back in the day in Mississippi, though.
Okay.
Yo, Redskins are going to be a much better team this year, man.
It won't be better than us though. Once we get Trey Lance back in the team.
So is everybody okay with Milton on board now? Is everybody happy with Milton?
Hey, if OG said they run a toss sweep, they run it uncensored. You got that?
We have no choice but to be okay with Milton.
Well, the 3 quarterbacks on the team.
I don't know.
Basically, it's Dak, Greer, and Milton.
Dude, Will Greer, he starts. God bless us.
So would Milton be the Trey Lance thing again, all over?
It's gonna be 100%. It's gonna be 100%.
Look at Champ.
I would say who does better.
Wait, where you heading, Champ? You finna go to bed? Look like your eyes heavy.
So you gonna be a Milton-licious?
Yeah, I mean, I might as well be Milton. I mean, I ain't got nobody else to root for. Everybody don't want me to root for Trey Lance no more.
Okay, so are you a Milton-Roni or Milton-licious?
Right now, I'm on the fence down, man. I mean, there's no hope for this team anymore.
Crazy.
I mean, like if he gets banged up and he's going to get hit, I mean, he's out there running around and acting like it's all good, and and I'm ready for camp, and then I can take hits and I can do this, I can do that, but he's forcing himself back on the field again. Using the media for his campaign to get back out there, but it don't make no sense. I mean,
you rocking like Pookie New Jack when he got off that stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm rocking you to sleep, baby.
Daddy, help me.
Down there in Houston, I know what you're doing down there in Houston, baby. I know what you're doing down there in Houston, baby.
What I'm doing?
Say, I know what he doing down in Houston too.
Ask Chad, better get your wallet ready.
Oh no, man.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Hey, Phil. Phil, you still haven't asked that question I asked you earlier.
What was
you can tell me off when we go off.
What was the question?
What is it, champ?
Look at the chat.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa.
Oh, crap.
Careful, champ. Careful. There's some lizards around there.
Hey, no, champ. I'm at a good one.
There's no fire alarm. You know I still have nightmares about the fire alarm guy.
I'm at the La Quinta.
There's no fire alarm going off in the
Right, exactly.
Bro,
Yeah,
I still
fire
have
alarm.
nightmares over that. I swear.
How
to
far
God.
you away from
you
the
really?
rig? How far are you away from the rig, Fifth?
No, I'm in training.
It keeps falling.
Oh, okay. Then they flew you out there?
No, I drove.
Oh, you drove your own thing. Okay, all right.
So
No,
you going to Galveston?
They got me a rental. I drove 8.5 hours, man.
That was my next my question.
Oh.
You going to Galveston?
I'm in Houston.
I said, are you going to Galveston?
No, I'm not. I'm here. I'm in Houston until the 18th, man. I ain't going.
Oh my
Did
God,
have
you
to
finna
take
party.
81 to get to Houston? You take 81? Did you have to take?
Oh no, 20.
My sister down there, Fifth.
Yeah, all 20 all the way through Louisiana. All that
Did you take 59?
until I got on 10.
Oh, I thought you took 59. You get 59 from 20 take to Houston.
2059, yeah, that's how I came. 2059.
You want my sister to show you around Houston, but
No,
don't try to hit on her though.
No.
Oh my God.
She been down there for about 10 years. She know all the spots. She'll take you out and around, but don't try to hit on my sister though. I hear all about it.
Man, you got all these people think I be buying prostitute, man. Stop saying this stuff, dude.
$20.
No, I ain't say do it all. I say hang out.
She got those $20, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, tell her exactly on me. I ain't never seen so many beautiful Spanish women in Texas, man. Good God Almighty.
$40, I'm telling you.
So what's the plan for the weekend? So what you doing for the weekend, Fifth? You moving around or what? You gonna stay in the hotel?
You see this crap you started? You see this message corner? All this no fault.
$40.
Fifth, what are you doing for the weekend, Fifth?
Man,
are you staying in a hotel or you gonna move around at the bar somewhere?
Man, I'm here for work. I'm not here for no man.
I'm talking about just trying to pick up.
We got to go to DR. And let me tell you something. DR is one spot, and I still got one more Columbia trip left in me. I'm telling you, bro. You'll have the time of your life, man. You'll have the time of your life, man. And everything is so cheap over there. It's ridiculous. You'll go out with $50 in your pocket and you'll ball. $100.
OG, the fake champ left you a message.
I see the fake champ.
Who?
The fake champ. He left you a message.
Oh, he did. I'm on the team. What are you talking about?
He said your sister can show him around.
My sister?
Yeah, you say your sister can show him around.
Oh my God.
We tell that Buster to kick rocks.
Bro. You're uncensored, bro.
That is crazy.
What sense to talk about?
Nothing.
Nah, man. That's not even. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Nah, OG, I'm chilling, man. I'm just down here, man. I ain't here for no crazy stuff, man. I'm just here to work, man. I got this training, man. It's crazy, man. You know, we only do 8 cars locally over the road. We doing 12 cars, so it's
now you gotta drive them up on there and take them off too, right?
Yeah,
oh, I'd fall off.
Yes, sir. You gotta load them and unload them.
Oh fuck, F that. Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, champ, who is this guy with your name?
He's a fake champ.
He's a fake champ. He's fake. He's fake.
I think.
Andrew. No, I'm good, man. Yeah.
All right, fellas.
OG, you on the phone or something?
Say what, Cool Cowboy?
Is OG on the phone or something?
No,
he works for IBM.
Yes. I'm checking the computer on you nutcases.
You got the IT service going.
No, I'm getting done. All right, champ.
You go, champ.
Man, this dude rocking back and forth. I love
it. Rocking, man.
New Jack.
He rocking back and forth like
I'm riding the horse, baby. I'm riding my horse, baby.
Oh man.
Hey, yo.
He's chasing the dragon. He's chasing that dragon.
So anyway, I guess everybody's happy about this trade then, huh?
No, we didn't say that.
No, we didn't. Don't put words in our mouth.
We did not say that.
Cowboys corner happy with the trade, though.
Corner love it.
Corner likes to trade. Everyone else
shit,
is like,
Oh yeah, corner love me.
Corner's a
Which?
Jerry guy, man. Y'all don't listen
Oh
to
yeah,
Jerry guy.
yeah.
100% a Jerry guy.
He just like Jerry.
We
I like
anti-organization outsiders until corner get on here. We the outsiders, corner disco inferno.
Yo, real
traded him
quick. I don't remember. Was Cowboys Corner on that night we were on with Sports Junkie and we each bet $100 bet? Was he on that night with us?
Yeah, he was.
He was on.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
on.
Look, I remember just saying that night we weren't a playoff team, and today he was saying we are a playoff team now.
Uh-huh.
so one move made us a playoff team.
One fucking move.
I don't remember.
That's right.
If you
So what we got him both? The deep ball? We gonna throw a deep ball Dak Prescott that we trying to do or what?
I thought we
The
were
Mississippi play action bootleg.
Not with him.
No,
Not
you
them old ass legs.
said Mississippi College.
That Mississippi play action bootleg require young, talented legs with skill set. Not that old shit.
Shit.
Not for all the
who's
time.
that other, you say that, man. Who's that other big kid? He heard his Marcus Dupree, man. One of,
Oh
I'm censored in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Yo, Pip, I'm censored on the back, man.
Marcus, get off.
Beast,
Come on.
I don't know, man. I just still got a bad
Corner
feeling.
Corner said he never said the Cowboys as a playoff team.
So that means he wasn't in that chat then. I don't know if he was.
I don't
So,
remember.
so this was just highlights.
Was.
This was just highlights and get the click views for Jerry today, huh?
I know it was 5 bets. He would have bet me 1,000, but he bet across the board.
No, he didn't because I don't bet. So he bet on uncensored him, but I know that much. I don't remember.
I bet, but I don't remember if he was or not. But I 5th quarter bet him. So me 5th quarter uncensored is 3. Who are the other 2?
I think I was the only one who didn't. I think.
No, he wanted to do the cake, right?
There was the cake, and then there was another one.
Yeah, he won the cake.
Yeah.
It was a cake, and then it was another. It was another one. Was $100 that Dallas is going to make the playoffs.
Wow.
Now,
He bet me the cake. He bet me about a cake.
The cake one, he never said what he wanted in return. So or what he was going to give us, but I don't know.
Hey, it don't matter. He ain't gonna win that bet anyway.
I don't know, man.
Hey, I'll bet each of y'all $100. If we win 17 games, y'all owe me $100.
I'm not paying you shit.
You'll never get that.
Oh, shit.
I told y'all,
I
Shotty
don't
Too Hotty's going 17-0. I called that shit.
Shit.
The day he got hired, I felt different. The whole organization felt different. There's a light that opened up over the Cowboy organization.
Yo, Jenny's grandkids had more say of who got drafted than Schottenheimer did.
He's got some brilliant kids. I mean, they are.
Hey, well,
brilliant.
what are you talking about, Savage? His kids are very smart, man. They're going to be the next.
They trolling. They trolling.
They were asking Chat GPT, who should I draft next?
Yo, he sat there and didn't say a word.
Jerry probably doesn't even know how to use Chat GPT. If he
Shotty Too Hotty knows his.
That was his grandkids,
he knows
bro.
his role. He knows his role, and he shut his mouth.
I'm gonna have a shirt with the Cowboy star on it, and I swear it's gonna have Mississippi Tall Sweep on it.
That is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I'm living in
Please
that.
do. Hey, make sure I sign it first, though.
Hey, they don't want to make it. They want to. That shirt ain't gonna be worth nothing once you put your signature on it, man.
Shit, it's gonna be worth more than anything that you got going on.
That's shit. Hey,
This is
OG,
just talking shit.
OG, I need you. I'm gonna send you a ticket.
No,
to come to Vegas. Come to Vegas.
Okay.
Look, you don't need a hotel room or anything. I got you.
Okay. When you gonna do that?
After about 30 minutes, you're gonna get back on the plane and go home.
Why is it that boring?
Have you been to Vegas? It's not boring at all.
Yes. No, I know. I'm saying
you ain't reading
where
between the
I'ma stay,
lines. You ain't reading between. You don't need I mean, UMC, Sunrise Hospital.
Yo.
Sunrise Hospital, University Hospital.
I was there last year. It's
I've
not
been
that
there
big
4
though.
times. One time I went, I'm not lying, and it wasn't fun. I saw the sunrise and the sunset for 3 days. I was up for 3 days.
You ain't did
straight.
Vegas if you ain't seen it. If you ain't seen the sunrise 2 times, you ain't did
3
Vegas.
days straight. I was up. I was dead, bro. Dead.
I went to the
But the thing with Vegas is once you feel tired, you got to take another shot. You gotta keep it going.
And people don't realize they legit pump oxygen in your rooms.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas. Because
they do that, bro.
2 hours.
They don't make money on you if you're in your
And
room.
there's something always. So they have the club start at 10 or 11. They end at 4, and then you had the after parties that start at 4. They end at 11 a.m. At 11 a.m., the day pools open up. They close at 4, and then you leave at 4 in the afternoon. You go to the strip club until 10 o'clock at night. You go back to another club. You can literally party and drink nonstop.
Nonstop, yeah.
Uncensored. How long you been out there in Vegas? How long?
Over 20 years, man.
You know this kid.
Oh yeah, you born in Vegas.
Everyone in Vegas knows this kid. He's a Jersey kid. He goes by Big Eric. He's a personal
Yep. I know.
I sang out.
Yeah.
But
I got his phone. I got his phone number in my phone actually.
He's I think he has a car wash down there.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him in fucking years.
Last time I was with him was the last bachelor party I went on there, 2004. We hung out. We was like 20 of us, but he's originally from Jersey, bro.
He's one of those guys. Like in Vegas, there's a set amount of guys. It's a pretty big group, but there's a set amount of guys that when they walk up, they just open the rope.
Yeah. No, bro.
He's one of them.
We walked. He used to get pissed at me because I wear tank tops all the time, and he goes, making it so hard on me. And he walked us through. Like I said, he's originally from here, so we knew.
Yeah, you want to know the crazy part is? Shaquille O'Neal is not one of those guys. Shaquille O'Neal comes out to Vegas and parties all the time. They make his ass stand at the ropes, but the E will walk up there and they just open the ropes up.
Wow. Okay.
He does like privates about
When I visited Vegas last year, I stayed at the Aria Hotel Uncensored. That shit was amazing. I love it.
Yeah, gorgeous hotel.
That shit was insanely amazing. I was like, the view and everything was awesome. I loved it.
Yo, next time you come, try to stay at the Mandarin Oriental, bro.
I got you.
Mandarin Oriental. Okay.
Because there was
text me that so I can remember that.
There were those 2 hotel joints like right next to each other. The Aria, then there was the casino next to it. It was fucking
Aria and the Cosmopolitan's nice. If you want to be around hot girls, stay in the Cosmo. If you want to be around people with money, Live Hotel. LIV.
Dude, my room itself was like $1,000.
The Fontainebleau and Live, the amount of money that walks around, you can talk every person you talk to that's in that hotel outside of you probably. For the average person, you're probably gonna be the brokest person in that hotel.
What, in Miami?
Yo, they did all the WrestleMania shit happened inside of the Fontainebleau at Live.
No, yeah,
but they be trying to sell you though timeshare. They be sweating the shit out you do a timeshare.
They only do that shit to regular people. You hang in the right groups, those people can't even get close to you.
You can't get close to them. That's the thing. Like you have
those
to be
fucking porn slappers and all of that shit. Them fucking people don't even get close to.
I'll be getting you. But I got something. I got a.
If you stay at the circus, you gonna get porn slappers and timeshare guys.
I got a rhythm and blues concert though. It was over there in Vegas. It was pretty good though.
No, yeah. Well, I visited last Thanksgiving for like a week or so. I was trying to prep a movie or something. My room itself was $1,000. I was like, fuck. But it was amazing. The Aria was incredible. So I was like, that's
if we can get 6 or 7 of us together.
Dude, that would be so much fun.
And I'm telling you right now, we will party like the fucking Hangover movie.
Oh man.
I thought Fifth was coming out there in August.
Nah, other shit came in the way, so we had to reschedule it.
Okay. Yeah, but it was so much fun when I visited. I haven't gone on a vacation in a minute, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Don't worry about where I'm going.
But, I'm telling you, my plan for Fifth was to get him. Savage, I was gonna make him see both sunrises.
Oh,
I was not gonna let his ass sleep. As soon as he tried to sleep, I was gonna get him another shot.
No, man, but the sunrise and the sunsets are beautiful there, man.
They are just not.
It's really well, no, I mean if you're drunk, then of course not. But I had to say.
All right, Mac, we're gonna get out of here, y'all.
Out here.
Preach your fifth.
Put a rotation up in the morning.
Now, pre-fifth is when he goes 5 hours. We're only
he just got a knock on his door and he's shuffling through his wallet for $40.
God damn. So get that wallet ready, baby.
Get that wallet.
Shit.
Hey,
We got to hit the 5 hour mark.
Hey, fifth, the right thing to do is ask for change. That's what you're supposed to do.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Fuck.
Get that 2-for-1 special on the weekends.
He getting ready, boy. This is 1 day or two, baby.
Hey, this is the thing, though, man. Just make sure you check all the body parts. Make sure they match the face.
Right.
Make sure the body parts match the face.
Look at Nate.
If you know, you know.
Pass the collection plate, man. Look at Nate.
Hey, man, like I say, we always come up when something happens. So I'm sure when Parsons signs, we'll be back up here.
For sure.
You think it's gonna happen quick?
No, they're gonna drag this shit out.
We just got Pickens. They finna ride this.
You're right. They're gonna ride this.
Probably my guess August. Like
they want him to miss. They like when players miss training camp. They keep him getting talked about.
Oh yeah.
Jerry ain't got no problem with that. He ain't got no problem with it.
But maybe it's good if he misses. Maybe he won't get tired the second half of the season.
Right. Stephen Jones said they knew they were gonna sign CeeDee Lamb. He said they already knew.
Yeah, and they waited up until the beginning of the season.
Those contracts were done way before that. They drove that shit out because ESPN and NFL Network and FS1 needed something to talk about all the fucking time.
All day long. They got special interviews.
Lawyers do not work.
There's absolutely no way they finished Dak's contract the day of the Browns game.
Yo, this is how bad it is, though. The NBA is in the middle of a great playoff run where every top seed just lost game one. Yeah. And instead of talking about that, they're talking about a fucking third round draft pick trade for Pickens.
Exactly.
All day long, though, Sensor. All day long. From the morning,
I'll turn the shit off.
Yeah,
you got Steph Curry might be out for 2 weeks.
No,
and they don't even talk about that shit. They talking about something that's going to take place in September.
Yeah.
Boston going back to back.
Oh
no, not yet. They down, bro. They down.
Yo, Cleveland, the number 1 seed on the East, and just got it down 0-2 to the Pacers.
I'm telling you right now, come back in a few weeks, Boston will be the champs.
Unless it's a setup. They down too, baby.
I can't lie. I was surprised with the way the Lakers played.
My God.
I'm not surprised. They have no centers, bro.
No,
they have no centers, bro.
No, they didn't turn around, and then Timberwolves turn around and fucking blow this first game against the Warriors that played Sunday.
They were rusty. They set too long. They won too easy. Easy.
Yeah, for sure.
The Warriors went game 7. They were still in their normal basketball shape and flow.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize the Celtics are down 0-2.
Yeah.
Oh shit! They might be in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. They talking about the Cowboys, and you got the top 2 seeds in the East, both losing 8 series.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, the Nuggets are getting cooked by the Thunder.
Up to 2-0 would have thought. I never would have thought.
I didn't think the Cavs would lose their first 2 games.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That should.
Well, they have a lot of injuries. The Cavs. They have a lot of injuries.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but they deep on their bench though, man.
They are.
No, Indy's deep though.
Indy has a good bench, and Tyrese Halliburton is pretty underrated.
This is the first time. This is the first postseason where Tyrese is actually not being passive with the ball.
Right.
Last year, he was looking to pass the ball instead of scoring. That's why Indy is playing better.
Yeah.
Because it was like he would drive in an open lane and still kick it. I'm like,
yo, you guys see the Thunder is fucking smacking the shit out of the Nuggets right now.
Yeah, well, the Nuggets don't have a bench, bro.
141 and 94. That is disgusting. Holy shit.
But Westbrook been on one this playoffs.
Oh man, I'm so surprised on that. I'll be honest.
It's been fun to fuck him. I'm not a big Westbrook fan. I think he's too fucking sensitive.
I agree.
But
he probably goes all the way though.
The way he dunked that ball and told the Clippers to get the fuck out of his arena. That shit was funny as hell, bro.
It was crazy. I thought that because usually he's so selfish with the basketball in those kinds of situations. I'm surprised he passed the ball to begin with, let alone.
That's a shame, though. He's farther than James Harden. James Harden
is a stupid choker. That guy.
James Harden is the Dak Prescott of the NBA.
James Harden have a YouTube channel and talk football and sit in the chair for 19 hours.
James Harden has lost every single game 7 he has ever played.
Exactly.
He has 44 games where he's in the playoffs where he's scored less than 5 points.
Less than 5 points. Yeah, exactly. I saw
He
that.
has 18 games in the playoffs where he's turned the ball over more shots than he's made. He's made 3 shots. He turned the ball over 5 in 18 playoff games.
But even if you just like look at him, he looks fat, man. I'm
Need
just
to cut that damn beard.
Well, that's because he
runs.
runs. That's because he runs. He runs. That ain't it. But because he runs to Vegas every offseason, and he sips on the OG moonshine for the whole offseason.
Oh, he does. You be right there watching him, huh? Buying drinks, buying moonshine.
Hey, I'll hang out with him, and I'm gonna bet against him in the playoffs.
Man,
oh, don't do that now. Don't do that, Sam. Don't do that.
I'll bet against James Harden all day long. He ain't Chris Paul. Neither one of them show anything in the playoffs.
No, in the playoffs, James Harden consistently does not.
And
show
look,
it's consistent.
That's cash money. You can write a lotto ticket around James Harden blowing a playoff series.
You can guarantee it, man.
Dude, James Harden, I'm telling you, bro, he's the Dak Prescott of the NBA.
Right.
I guess you can put it that way. I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah,
Because, bro, they both choke at the playoffs.
No, yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's true.
Like Jimmy Butler gets better in the playoffs. His average goes up. That's how you.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is one of the few players that gets better. Most players, they get worse.
Like he's average at best in the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's a night
Yeah,
and day.
Well,
In the playoffs, he's an MVP. In the regular season, he's just a guy.
But Steph Curry actually plays worse in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. People don't follow his stats, but he plays worse. His surrounding cast plays better. But all Steph Curry numbers go down in the playoffs.
That's true.
Butler now, though.
Yeah, that's why they brought Butler in, because Butler numbers go up and Steph numbers go down, so they can counterbalance each other.
Yeah,
but it's been good. It's been good basketball, man.
No, for sure, it's been good basketball.
Yeah, no sweep, but the Lakers fucked everything up.
Oh no, yeah, the Lakers one was a bad.
Horrible.
That was a bad series, man.
Yeah, but I knew they were going to be in trouble once they got into the playoffs because they don't have any rim protectors.
Yeah,
and Luka is, you can blow past him 100 times.
No, on
out of
defense,
100.
he's terrible.
If you fake right, go left, you can blow past him. If you fake left,
I gotta go, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
You out of here? Okay.
Yeah, we also didn't go, man.
No, his lateral movement to stay in front of players is horrible.
It's awful.
Right.
But even Luka, I mean, he's insanely talented, but I mean, even he is fat as fuck.
Well, he can cook you on the offense. Yeah, that's why Dallas didn't want him. Dallas, but certain players' frames just don't build up, don't go muscular. If you look at a lot of these foreign players, they bodies don't build the same way the Americans do.
Yo, did you hear what Nico Harrison said about Luka, that he didn't know how big he was in Dallas? Did you guys hear that?
He tried to say he didn't understand how big Luka was to Dallas.
He said in a press conference that he knew Luka. I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something along the lines of, Luka is, I know how big he's important, but I didn't know how big he was. And I remember hearing that. I'm like, what is this dude talking about? Like he literally said that he did not know that much of the fans.
If you are that out of touch with your organization, you got problems.
That's a big time problem. But he sounds like, just go watch the interview. He sounds so like, oh, woe is me sort of a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he's the fall guy. I think the owners didn't want to pay Luka. I think they felt like he was out of shape and he drank too much and was smoking and stuff like that. I don't think they wanted to pay him the Supermax contract, so they traded him. And Nico, being the GM, just is the fall guy.
No, I agree. He's the fall guy. For sure, he's the fall guy.
Because you don't trade your superstar player without the owner's permission.
Oh, no, 1,000%. But for you to say that you didn't know he was that important to the franchise, that's a big time red flag.
and then fucking AD comes in on the very first game and pulls his groin.
Who is surprised by that? That guy, for as talented as he is always injured.
That dude, and he AD is the most frustrating player in the NBA because he can drop 35 on you, and then the next game drop 6.
Exactly.
He stay hurt though. He stay hurt. He don't get in the stand.
Yeah, but even when he's healthy, they used to call it he's any day AD because any given day he shows up.